The Louisiana swamp, normally quiet and serene. But on this day, there looms a palpable tension as the top-ranked Tigers of LSU host the third-ranked Razorbacks of Arkansas, a rivalry whose recent history has jarred fans from their Thanksgiving slumber.
Jones throws to the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas! Unbelievable!
McFadden, say goodbye! 80 yards, touchdown!
Holiday, and he splits it to the outside, and he may go! Do you believe this? Touchdown! 92 yards!
Flynn, shotgun formation into the end zone. The pass is intercepted! The Razorbacks have beaten the #1 team in the country.
He's going for it all. He's got a receiver in the end zone. It is caught by Arkansas. Mallett goes up top, got man coverage. Adams on the button. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
And never have the stakes been higher. But on this day, the most pressing question of all is, will the West be won? We welcome you to the Bayou, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, the Home Depot SEC on CBS. And how do you like this little encounter for a continuation of a Thanksgiving feast? 92,000 plus have gathered here in Tiger Stadium as the top-ranked Tigers of LSU, undefeated for the season, take on the third-ranked Razorbacks of Arkansas. They've lost just once. First on the field, under the leadership of Les Miles, who issues the command, take the field. And right behind them, the Razorbacks of Arkansas. Good afternoon, everybody. Vern Lundquist, along with Gary Danielson. This is some scene. Chaos all over college football a week ago. There's a chance it might continue on this next final weekend of the year. Let's set this up by looking at the current SEC or BCS standings. Alabama second to LSU, Arkansas third. If LSU wins this game, they go to the SEC championship. Tomorrow, Alabama takes on Auburn. Our lucky task is to go down there. We get to do both games.
And not bad. You know, Vern, you look at that, it looks easy. Just win one game, you move up. But this will be a monumental task for Arkansas. So much so, not will it only be the best win, I think, of this current season, but you can argue in the last 4 seasons of college football, because not since 2007 has the #1 team in the BCS lost at home when Arkansas beat LSU right here.
Well, how do the Razorbacks do it today?
Well, I think they're going to have to win 4 phases of this game, and it can't be ties. They're going to have to run the ball effectively. They're going to have to control the run from LSU. They can't lose special teams, and that just sets it up for their quarterback, because they're going to be able to pass block then, because they'll be unpredictable. When Tyler Wilson has time to throw the ball, he can complete passes. He always does. He's got receivers and great receivers, but Vern, if they don't do the first 3 things, it'll get out of whack, and that great LSU pass rush will be too much to handle.
Well, the LSU Tigers, topped by that victory in overtime over Alabama, have put together one of the great seasons in recent years. How do they continue it?
I say more of the same. I mean, this is the most complete team from game 1 all the way till this game. And they do it because they got great players and they perform in big games. Jordan Jefferson will be the quarterback, but all over this field, Les Miles has players that are big, they're strong, they don't make mistakes, and they play up to what Les wants.
This Arkansas Razorback family has been dealing with a tragedy all week long. Last Sunday, less than 24 hours after his team defeated Mississippi State, Garrett Ekman found dead in his hotel room.
We love this place, and we loved him. Garrett will be remembered as a Razorback forever.
Garrett Ekman, 19. Funeral services will be held Monday in Little Rock. For more, here's Tracy Wolfson.
Well, thanks, Vern. It's just been a week full of shock, sadness, and tears for this Arkansas team as they deal with the loss of a teammate and a friend in Garrett Ekman. Bobby Petrino telling us yesterday that it was important for his team to mourn properly and that it certainly will continue for some time. Today, in honor of Ekman, there was a moment of silence, and the team is displaying a number of tributes here at the stadium. This team, though, seems to agree the best way to honor their teammate is to play for him. As Arkansas offensive tackle Bray Cook said this week, a team with something to play for can be dangerous, but a team with someone to play for is unstoppable. Vern?
Tracy, thank you. And the weather perfect here in late November, Thanksgiving weekend, 76 degrees. Slight wind out of the east, and the forecast for partly cloudy skies. Arkansas won the toss, and they have elected to receive, so this high-scoring offense will get the ball to open the game. James Hairston, number 30, will do the kickoff chores, and back deep, Marquell Wade and DJ Johnson. Dennis Johnson, both of them with kickoff returns for touchdowns this year. This one will go right through the end zone. Touchback.
First round for the Razorbacks.
And the starting lineups presented by Chick-fil-A. Let's concentrate on the quarterback, the junior out of Greenwood, Arkansas. Gary has had a wonderful year.
You know, he just throws strikes, and the only way to really stop him is to put pressure on him and make him throw a little bit before he wants to.
Jarius Wright and Joe Adams both break and go wide right. Two backs. They'll open in the shotgun. Pressure up the middle. He dodges it and throws it away. Barkevius Mingo got through unimpeded. And up front, it's Peacock, Cook, Swanson, Bailey, and Freeman, the offensive line for Arkansas. Adams, Hamilton, Kiero Small, the fullback. Dennis Johnson has started the last 5 games. And the ever-dangerous Jarius Wright, all-time pass-catching leader for the Hogs, is also on the field. He and Adams both to the near side on 2nd down and 10. That's Craig, the tight end. Delay a game.
You know, Vern, it was a legal procedure, but they were messed up. Arkansas was in the game against Alabama. They, in the first series, had to take a timeout just like this because of the crowd noise on the first series of the game. So the crowd noise at Bryant-Denny is very much like they're facing right here.
Wilson has to scamper, he's got room, and he does not take the baseball slide. He's down short of the first down at the 28-yard line.
Wilson.
Teron Matthew made the tackle. Defensively, Adams, Brockers, Logan, and Montgomery up front. The linebackers, Francois Mitter and Ryan Baker. And Eric Reed, one of the stars of the win at Alabama, not able to go. So Teron Matthew moves back to free safety, and Ron Brooks is on to start at a corner. Reed out with a quad injury. 3rd and 1. 4th and 1.
Well, the false start really cost Arkansas an opportunity to make a first down, but nothing went right. On first down, Tyler Wilson had to throw it away, and on 3rd and 1, Benny Logan penetrated and made the stop in the backfield. That was a bad series for Arkansas.
You and I are in complete agreement on the first
that was a bad series.
salvo of the game. 4th and 1. Dylan Breeding is on to punt. He's had a fine year, averaging better than 44 yards per punt. Matthew is back, and he nails this one. That will go all the way back and taken now out to the 6-yard line.
Yeah, I think that was a good play by Matthew. That ball could have stopped on the 1-yard line. At least he got it out to the 8.
Now back to the 8. Wade.
And that ball could have sat where that first drive started inside the 1. I like that aggressiveness by number 7.
And Arkansas likes the punt from Dylan Breeding. That was 70 yards. And 7 on the return. Jordan Jefferson will start at quarterback for the 3rd consecutive week now. You know his story by now. Suspended for the first 4 games of the year. Reinstated the team. Got the start after the win at Alabama. And they open with a first down and come up the middle. This is Spencer Ware, number 11.
Spencer Ware has ball up the middle.
So Jefferson, you know, is the quarterback. And on that first down play, Falk, Blackwell, Lonergan, Williford, and Hurst, the offensive line, they did open with 2 tight ends. And those tight ends were Clement, you see him second from the left, and Mitch Joseph, who is one of the 25 seniors. Now they go with D'Angelo Peterson on the field, and it's a spread formation on second down. Jefferson got it.
That was a bad snap. It threw. It was going to be a quick pass, and the snap was to the left of Jefferson and threw him off. He wanted to catch and throw a slant. Watch, the ball goes, and he never really could adjust to it. Wright was on him, and he had to just get out of the play.
Jericho Nelson made the tackle, number 31. He's from Destrehan, Louisiana, where he was a high school teammate of Jordan Jefferson. Nelson, number 31, was a running back on a team that went 15-0 under the guidance of Jefferson, the quarterback. And they connect on the first sack of the game. Spencer Ware with the carry. And the Arkansas defensive unit, Beckett, Jones, and Jones. And Tenarius Wright, who missed the first 5 games of the year. They've got their 2 defensive ends back for the 3rd consecutive week. Highsmith, Franklin, Mitchell, Bennett, Thomas, and Gatson.
So both teams produce a 3 and out, and a little bit of each was self-inflicted. A bad snap by LSU really forced a miscommunication on second down.
And now Brad Wing comes on, and this is a special teams area in which LSU is the best in the country. They have allowed 13 returns this year for a total of 6 yards, and this one, despite the bad punt, takes an LSU hop, and it will not be returned. Think of that. Number 1 in the country in punt return coverage. Bobby Petrino. Les Miles. A couple of pretty good coaches here, too.
Boring toast. We're giving you a makeover at Sonic. How? Accessories. 100% pure beef patty, grilled onions, cheddar so in this year, hickory barbecue sauce highlights, and you look good. Or throw on sautéed portobello mushrooms, Swiss and mayo, and strut it when you've got it. You go, Texas toast. Get the bacon cheddar toaster melt and the mushroom Swiss toaster melt starting at $1.99 each. This is how you Sonic.
Babe, hundreds of passengers. Emergency crews are prepared. They're in place. All we can do now is watch. Wait a minute. There's a truck. Tough to tell from here, but whoever is driving that truck is right below the plane now. This is just unbelievable. The broken landing gear landed into the bed.
The mid-size Nissan Frontier with full-size payload and towing. Innovation for doers. Innovation for all.
LG Cinema 3D glasses are sensibly priced. For more fun, with more friends. Experience the next generation 3D TV. LG Cinema 3D. More people, more fun. Conventional 3D glasses need recharging regularly. Still missing the 3D action? Introducing the next generation 3D TV LG Cinema 3D. Battery-free, hassle-free.
LG, as a proud NCAA corporate partner, presents great SEC rivalries.
Go Tigers! It's that time of year again for barbecue and cheers in every single college town.
Say goodbye! 80 yards, touchdown!
Welcome to the fun. It's college football.
Touchdown!
You're coming into our house. We're gonna show you what we're made of. So you'll remember our name.
Battle of the boot. Yeah, go Tigers!
Well, this has become one of the really intense rivalries since Arkansas joined the SEC back in 1992. LSU does lead. They're playing. It's the Battle of the Boot. And you see the last 6 games decided by 21 points. Austin Tate is on the field now, normally wears number 87. He is wearing his close friend's jersey without a name on the back. Number 88. That was the jersey worn by Garrett Ekman. At the vigil on Monday night, Austin Tate represented the Arkansas Razorbacks in giving a eulogy. Wilson down at the 34.
That is a sack.
Barkevius Mingo, his 6th sack. Well, Eric Reed not playing today.
Yes, and he's a great one. He was on the kickoff coverage unit. A lot of teams now on coverage units because so many big plays are made, keep their safeties out there, and he pulled out lame. And that last play, too, Tyrann Mathieu, the safety, made the double move play at safety and stopped that throw.
Dennis Johnson is the running back.
In the nickel, Mathieu goes over here in the slot. He's very dangerous on the slot.
Johnson cuts up, plunges forward, and is down at the 41. Ron Brooks, number 13, made the tackle. There is Eric Reed. He was able to practice yesterday, but John Chavis telling us last night, unless he can really go, we're not going to send him out there.
Yeah, I wanted him 100%.
4 wides on 3rd down.
Ron Brooks right here has been very dangerous as a pass rusher in this bear look that Chavis uses.
Wilson pressured. Gets rid of it to Kobe Hamilton. And Arkansas has the first down of the game.
See, this is what Tyler Wilson does so well. Just waits till the last second and throws the ball and gets rid of it. Coming from inside out, linebacker, and just throws the crossing route to Hamilton, and Hamilton takes it for the 1st down. When you rush Wilson, you must get him because he can throw off his back foot and complete passes.
Gain of 15 last play. Here's Wilson deep left side mix-up, and that one falls harmlessly out of bounds. Greg Childs pulled up on his route at the 35, and the pass was down near the 25.
2nd down, 10, 34-yard line.
2nd and 10. There's Childs, 3 catches last week. Bothered since last year with a torn patella tendon in his knee, and he's not nearly the player he once was. 2nd and 10. Draw point. Dennis Johnson. Benny Logan, number 93, defensively.
Yeah, Carnell Hatcher, number 37, forced to kind of stutter that time and allow Logan to make the tackle. If you look at Arkansas's run game, the number 1 run you have to stop is the draw play. And Carnell Hatcher did it.
3rd and 9. Craig Lawson, number 6, comes on. Here's Wilson, right side. Good defense. Wow. Intended for Dennis Johnson and Harold Simon, number 24. Backup cornerback was there to make the stop.
Simon was one of the players that was suspended, and he is a talented cover guy too. It's not just 4 or 5. It's about 6 defensive backs that can really cover in that secondary.
Remember that Matthew, Ware, and Simon suspended for 1 game. Reported as a failed test for synthetic marijuana. And they were suspended for the Auburn game. Now Dylan Breeding on for the second punt. He boomed it 70 yards last time. This one will bounce.
Yep. See, they kick it end over end now. That's that new technique, and they can get them to stop like that. And that's why we talked about Matthew making a good play last time.
Fox Sports Television is the exclusive.
So the punts, 2 of them now have kept LSU pinned deep inside the 10. Jordan Jefferson on the field when we come back.
You never told me Autotrader.com had new cars. I'd love a new 2011. These are sweet, but what kind of deal can I get? Okay, just special offers.
Now compare brand spanking new cars and special offers.
That one.
So you can find the one new car your head and heart can agree on.
Whoa.
Autotrader.com, now the ultimate new car marketplace.
Here you go, big guy.
And? Wow. And? Rad!
You got the job.
And?
Stock options.
Thank you.
This is $100,000. We asked total strangers to watch it for us.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'll be right back.
They didn't take a dime. How much in fees does your bank take to watch your money? If your bank takes more money than a stranger, you need an ally. Ally Bank. No nonsense, just people sense.
They're fighting for playoff spots. The Bills battle the Jets. Then the Patriots take on the Eagles. A full day of football. Sunday on CBS.
Jordan Jefferson's 3rd start in succession now. And he brings them a different dimension than does Jarrett Lee.
Well, when he got back on the football team, the first thing that Les let him do was run the ball. He had to earn it all the way back. Then we saw against Alabama, they let him open up the offense a bit because they had to. And now he's got a firm hold of the starting job. We knew that Jordan Jefferson had skills. Everyone was anticipating that he'd have a big year, but you see how his plays have built up. Of course, that Ole Miss game was so lopsided he didn't get a lot of snaps.
And for the second time now, LSU will begin its possession inside the 10. They started the last one at the 8. And now at the 3. Kenny Hilliard and J.C. Copeland are in the backs. Here's the toss to Hilliard. Big hole. And he bangs his way out to the 15-yard line. It was in Spencer Ware's absence against Auburn that Kenny Hilliard took advantage and had a big game.
Yeah, this time the offensive line just gashed him, and if Tevin Mitchell, number 8, hadn't made that tackle, that might have gone for another 10 yards. That downhill short toss, that off-tackle play has been devastating for LSU this season.
Hilliard, a true freshman. Here's Jefferson on the rolling pocket, right side. That pass is complete to Odell Beckham Jr., another true freshman for this LSU squad. Well, the SEC West looks the same as the top of the BCS, Gary. 1, 2, and 3.
Never would believe it that 3 teams this late in the year from the same division, and so much chaos yet in this conference yet with the great teams. No one yet knows who will go to Atlanta.
Option left, toss. Hilliard again. Well, we've got 3 at the top right now. Alabama plays Auburn tomorrow. If LSU wins, they're in. But how about this scenario?
Well, it goes all the way down here to the 7th tiebreaker. We'll get into this as the game goes on, but let's just say it's gotten so far down that people are going to vote on it, believe it or not.
2nd down and 6. Flag. Is that another procedure call?
False start.
False start.
33 offense, 5-yard penalty remains, 2nd down.
Tigers penalized 5 yards for a false start.
Tom Ritter.
2nd down, 11.
Familiar face on the sidelines, or on the field rather here.
26.
Now Cadron Boone has come on, number 86, and he breaks wide to the left side. D'Angelo Peterson, listed as a tight end, is...
It's like we got a corner run blitz at the top right up here that's coming.
Boy, does it ever.
Good read.
Pass complete to the 31.
Even if that's a run play, the quarterback has the option of getting out of that. When we talked to LSU last night, they said what Arkansas did well against us last year when they held us to 100 yards rushing was they zone blitzed us on 1st and 2nd down. We can't let them do that to us this year. If they do it, we must throw the ball. Last year against them, they only rushed for 100 yards.
And now big 3rd down here early in the game, 3rd and 6. Blitz coming again. Jefferson in jail. Down at the 17. Tenarius Wright and Ross Rasner.
Well, as Jefferson rolled out away from Beckett, he rolls away from Beckett. That's the good pass rusher. It's stopped by Wright and forced back to Rasner, but there was nobody to throw to. The secondary rolled up to that play, and Jordan Jefferson had nowhere to go with the football.
And that brings on the Australian punter, Brad Wing. You see the opponent's average 21 inches per return, and here's a fair catch called and taken by Joe Adams. That's a 42-yard punt, but again, nothing on the return. Arkansas has the ball when we come back.
This Thursday and Friday only, get the Motorola Xoom 4G LTE for $199.99. The Revolution by LG for $49.99. And the special edition Red Droid Incredible 2 free. Our best deal of the year. The smartphones are ready, the tablets are wrapped. With special deals this Thursday and Friday only. Get the technology they love on the network they deserve. Verizon.
John Hancock Mutual Funds. Visit jhfunds.com.
They're watching you.
I'm a sucker for surveillance.
Shouldn't you be watching them?
Please stop bad things from happening to good people.
Person of Interest, back-to-back episode, CBS Sunday.
Doubleheader for you, the NFL on CBS tomorrow. The early game lead is Buffalo and the Jets. And the late game at 4:15 Eastern, New England at Philadelphia. Greg and Dan will be at that one. Also Denver at San Diego. It all begins with the NFL Today, Sunday, 12 noon Eastern, presented by Southwest Airlines. Johnson gets the handoff and doesn't find much room. Well, Gary pointed out that the tiebreak in the SEC to determine who goes to the championship game involves the BCS. Here's today's poll question. Should the SEC tiebreaker be determined by the BCS poll? Log on to Facebook.com/SEC on CBS to make your voice heard. Up the middle it goes. That's Broderick Green, number 29.
And remember, in that question, inherently, it implies a subjective vote.
Right.
I was talking to Skip Bertman, the longtime baseball coach and former AD here at LSU. I go, Skip, can you believe the tiebreaker's a vote? And he went, what? No, I can't believe it.
Yeah. So you've got the coach's vote and the Harris poll, and those voters will help determine who goes to the SEC championship. Not to suggest there'd be any negative voting anywhere.
Here's another 3rd and short.
Got it again. Nice gap. Broderick Green splits over center and right guard, and Kiero Small, the fullback, led the way through for an 11-yard gain.
Well, Arkansas has been successful the last 3 seasons, and that time they ran over Alvin Bailey, number 67, the strong side guard. They've ran the ball the last 3 years against LSU for over 100 yards. They need at least 125, I think, to keep that pass rush off their quarterback.
This is Dennis Johnson who's back in. Nothing on this one, maybe a yard. Well, Gary just alluded to the rushing yards. 118 in 08, 148 in 09, and 144
and
last
won
year.
2 out of those 3 games.
Yeah.
Another one went to overtime.
2nd down. No score. 3 minutes to go, opening quarter. Wilson lobs it. Caught by Joe Adams. Short of the first down at the 38-yard line. Ron Brooks is there to make the tackle.
Complete to Adams. Ron Brooks made the tackle.
And so another 3rd down. Arkansas 2 of 4 on 3rd down so far. 3 wides, all to the near side. Jarius Wright is in the slot, nearest the line of scrimmage. Wilson rolls right. He's chased by Mingo. Gets out of it and scampers for a 1st down as Barkevius Mingo was a shade too late.
Well, Ryan Mallett did a great job for Arkansas for a couple of years here, but the one thing he couldn't do is what Tyler Wilson right there gave the Arkansas offense. He got outside of Mingo and made a 1st down. Ryan is a good pocket passer. He's not a scrambler.
That's a 1st down inside the 35. LSU has scored first in 10 of its 11 games this year. They have only trailed in 2 games. Early against Oregon and late against Alabama. And here's Arkansas on the move. Again in the middle. Broderick Green, number 29. Let's go back to the studio for this John Hancock update. Here's Tim Brando.
All right, Vern and Gary, Louisville was down 17-3 to South Florida, but Teddy Bridgewater is going to find Devontae Parker. This gave them the lead for good. The Big East race is even more complicated than the SEC West. Louisville currently on top. Back to you.
All right, Tim, 2nd down here. The need is 5.
Kiero Small is having an impact on this game so far. He's like Stampley, the fullback for LSU. He's a physical blocker in the backfield.
Time taken by LSU.
Today's game is sponsored by
Will our status this weekend be worth updating? What are the to-dos we'll check off and the prices we'll brag about? There are plenty of reasons to resist the snooze button this weekend. And whether we're online or in the aisles, those reasons can be standing in our kitchens and laundry rooms for years to come. More saving, more doing. That's the power of the Home Depot. Update your laundry status too. Right now, this washer or dryer is just $549 each.
I'm your GPS. Turn right up ahead. You never update me, so now I just have to wing it. I meant turn left up ahead. Recalculating. Turn right now! And your 15-minute insurance might not pay for all this. So get Allstate. You can save money and be better protected from mayhem, like me. Recalculating.
Dollar for dollar, nobody protects you from mayhem like Allstate.
It's time to light up the season and fire up the barbie. So sail into Outback this holiday season and enjoy one of our great steak combinations. For a limited time, try our signature sirloin with delicious wood-fired shrimp and a side for just $11.99. Or treat yourself with an 8-ounce cut of herb-crusted prime rib plus a freshly steamed lobster tail with a salad and a side. And as a gift from us, purchase $100 in gift cards, get a $20 bonus card free. It's always fresh in the Outback.
Travel back in time with two unlikely heroes.
I think that kid in there is Santa Claus.
And see how Santa got his start. Hoops and Yo-Yo ruined Christmas. CBS tonight.
Got a sports fan on your list? Avoid the crowds with CBSSports.com shop. Now through this weekend only, get free standard shipping on all officially licensed gear. Enter CBS free during checkout at shop.cbssports.com. Second and 6, no score, first quarter. Johnson is the running back. Jarius Wright split alone, top of the screen. Childs and Adams to the left. They give it to Johnson, and he's stopped almost immediately. It'll be third and 5. LeVar Edwards and Benny Logan making the tackle there. Third and 6 officially. Wilson so far 3 of 5, and Arkansas likewise.
Yeah,
3 of 5 on third down.
Play selection though, 12 rushes, just 5 passes. That tells you a lot.
Johnson now, the running back, wide right. Wilson will run. Pulls up, fires it wide open. Greg Childs inside the 15.
I'll tell you, Wilson's pocket awareness is having a big factor on this game. Remember, even the first play when he had to throw it away, he avoided a sack. He's made a first down, and now he makes a first down again with his legs. Push him past. The tackle's no factor, and Greg Childs is just going to run a little smash route down here. He just stalls in the outside, and then after yards catch, they're inside the 15-yard line.
Childs with a gain of 16. Piero Small is the fullback, and Broderick Green is the deep back there in the eye. After yet another third down conversion, that's Greg starting in motion. This time, no gain, maybe 1 at the middle. Markevius Mingo, number 49, was there. Bobby Petrino, head coach, Arkansas.
Well, I tell you, on the road, this atmosphere against the #1 team, nothing at the end of the first quarter. I think Petrino's happy with it. He'll take it.
Well, they have held LSU without a first down in the first 15. That is the end of the first quarter. No score. We'll return to Tiger Stadium after this message and a word from your local station.
Everyone have their new BlackBerry from AT&T? It's 4G, so you can do more faster. So, Catherine, post more YouTube videos of your baby acting adorable.
Baby, on it.
Matt, ignore me and keep updating your fantasy team.
Huh?
Jeff, play a game.
Turbo boosting now, sir.
Dennis, check in everywhere you go on Foursquare.
That's Mayor Dennis of the water cooler.
You're the best. Liz, rock out to Pandora.
Oh, no, I'm an only child.
And Nick, you shouldn't even be here. You can do everything from the golf course. Good? Good.
On AT&T, BlackBerry Torch moves at the speed of 4G.
Blue Bloods. Tonight, only CBS.
SEC Football, sponsored by Hyundai.
Freeman Reese and his wife, Betty, were unmistakable Alabama football fixtures since 1958, home or away, no matter the location. And in their defense, they did caution their daughter not to plan her wedding for the third Saturday in October. But everyone in attendance said the Reeses really enjoyed their reception. Fans show their loyalty in all kinds of ways. Ours, just buy another Hyundai.
Didn't know you could play this game in slow motion.
Want to play for your McNuggets?
Watch this. Ladies first.
The simple joy of keeping it old school.
Ow.
And now share 20 crispy, juicy Chicken McNuggets for just $4.99 or 50 for only $10.99.
Hey, it works every time.
And it's 4:30 in the morning. What are you doing, Mom?
Honey, it's early.
Where are you going?
It's Black Friday. This is my special day.
Yeah, where are you shopping at? Where are you gonna go shopping?
Tell you.
No,
Trust me, you'll be very happy.
No.
I am an awesome mom.
Mom, just tell me where you just focus on my presents first. Oh, I hope I get something good.
Sports Authority. All things sporting good.
Sometimes a hint is all the wrapping a gift needs.
Is that what I think it is?
The Lexus December to Remember sales event is here, but only for a limited time. See your Lexus dealer for exclusive lease offers on the 2012 IS250. And as a gift from Lexus, we'll make your first month's payment.
On a Friday afternoon at a second down 10 for the Arkansas Razorbacks. No score in the game. Here's Wilson back. Across the middle has a man, and he has a touchdown. Jarius Wright with his 11th touchdown catch of the year. And the Razorbacks take the lead.
Good protection. What a beautiful route by Jarius Wright. He's been in this league. A true senior now, gone through the wars in the SEC. The coaching staff at Arkansas was not happy with the way their senior receivers competed at Alabama, and they challenged them to make a difference in this football game. Watch his route, the way he got open.
Ron Brooks shaken up on the play. He walks off without assistance, but limping a little bit as he gets near the LSU sideline. Now Zach Hawker is on to attempt the extra point. 11-play drive, 62 yards. Jarius Wright for the touchdown from 13 yards out.
Kick is good.
The extra point is good.
Two things to look for here, first of all. Here's Jarius Wright, but here's Joe Adams. Watch Joe Adams clear out this guy, so only one guy is in the middle of the field. Then watch Jarius Adams fake to the outside, come to the inside, and look at that open field. They double team Joe Adams. That's as easy as you can get it. A well-played design, good pass protection, and Wilson puts it right on his receiver.
That is only the third time this year LSU has strayed.
Leadership, excellence, performance. It's what Heisman and Aflac's all about. Aflac, an official partner of the Heisman Trophy.
Each one of us is our own boss. And no matter where you are in life, ask your financial professional how Lincoln Financial can help you take charge of your future.
We are visitors, underdogs, party crashers, guests in a den of lions. But we will prevail. Because today, we are more than conquerors.
At Enterprise, we want to say thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
For making it possible to run a family business.
In a very corporate world.
Being family-owned makes a difference. Let us show you why.
Pick Enterprise. We'll pick you up.
One of the most popular holiday stories, The Elf on the Shelf,
Merry Christmas, Chippy!
comes to life for the first time.
Oh, yeah!
An Elf Story, new special, CBS tonight.
Wednesday on Survivor, the final 7 castaways are turning on each other. Don't miss a new Survivor Wednesday, only CBS. Jefferson and Lee both with helmets on. Jared Lee on the right started the first 6 games of the year through 2 interceptions in that defensive battle at Alabama, was replaced by Jefferson, and Jefferson has started the last 3. Ron Brooks and Odell Beckham are deep, awaiting Zach Hawker's kickoff as the Razorbacks have taken an early 7-0 lead. That's Brooks to the right. Here's Hawker. Boy, he has boomed this thing. This time it heads to the and perfect. Just does get inside the flag for a touchback. Watch how close this game is.
Yeah, if it sneaks a yard upfield more, it goes to the 40-yard line. A 20 yards difference.
Well, I suppose we should talk about Arkansas's running ability and their, so far, ability to stop things.
Well, what Arkansas said to us was, yes, Alabama's obviously a very good football team, but we're better. We're 7 games better than when we played Alabama, and we've got 2 difference makers back, and Beckett and Wright on defense. We just think we're a better football team.
They have dominated here. Now the pass comes near side to Ruben Randall. And that is the first down for LSU in the ball game.
Well, Randall's matched up against Darius Winston to the bottom. One-on-one Randall, probably the top receiver in this league, making big plays. And if you talk to the LSU coaches, they'll tell you, we like our matchups at wide receiver against their corners. We felt last year we were too conservative. We want to get the ball deep against them this year.
Jefferson pulls it back. Beckett just misses him. He gets it into the sideline as he threw it away. Darius Winston coming on the rush. Now let's take a look at Jefferson's numbers over the years against Arkansas. See 08. Modest. Nothing that demands attention there. 2nd down and 10. Pressure. Jericho Nelson was coming, and Odell Beckham, the freshman, makes the catch.
Jericho Nelson forced Jefferson to throw this ball accurately before he wanted to. Coming off the slot. Good route. That's, again, the smash route to the outside. When you have coverage, you have to work harder to get it open in the flat. But you can see that Jefferson put it right where it had to go.
Now that power backfield comes in. Power J.C. Copeland, the fullback, at 6'80". And Kenny Hilliard, who does play both fullback and tailback, gets the toss, follows Copeland, and bangs his way for another first down. Copeland with the ball.
Well, we talked about small for Arkansas. Well, Stampley and Copeland are not small. They're big. And they follow it, and they follow inside off of Blackwell, and it goes to the safety on a short yardage play.
And this is the deepest away from the goal line that LSU has marched in this ball game. There's the option right. Jefferson keeps. Helmet high tackle. And they are across the 50 for the first time. Brian Jones, number 54.
I asked Craig Stradrawa last night, how many options do you call in a game? And he says we like to call between 7 and 10, just to make sure that that defense knows we will run it.
Michael Ford on for the first time at running back. And we've not seen much of Spencer Ware. They'll use as many as 5 running backs, will LSU. Flags.
Prior to the snap, false start, 64, offense, 5-yard penalty, 2nd down.
It's P.J. Lonergan, the center.
Tigers penalized.
Well, Ware has been the starter most of the year. You see he and Ford both over 600. Alfred Blue, the freshman, sophomore rather, at 45. And then Kenny Hilliard, the freshman.
Yeah, ever since the suspension, Spencer Ware has not been the same player.
That suspension against Auburn right after the Alabama win. On second down. Here's Ford. Fumble! Picked off in midair. And here we go down the sideline. Alonzo Highsmith. Touchdown, Arkansas. That's only the 7th time this year that LSU has turned it over. Tremaine Thomas with the block.
Yes, he did. Tremaine Thomas, the senior safety, is the guy that you get credit for this touchdown. Highsmith is going to put it into the end zone, but Thomas, the safety, forced the ball and popped it into midair. And you know what? Jake Beckett was very lucky he didn't get called at the end of that for clipping.
The extra point is up and good, and Highsmith rumbles 47 yards with only the 4th LSU fumble of 2011.
Yeah, and this one was forced. There he is. Watch him read it quickly. LSU knew that these safeties attack. Watch him right on the football. It goes up, picked off in midair, and it's a trot into the end zone.
Michael Ford hit by Tremaine Thomas, picked off by Alonzo Highsmith Jr. CBS Sports coverage of the Home Depot SEC will continue after this word from your local station.
A Cajun millionaire, a British beauty, a murder at the manor, Saturday.
You know, Traverse seats up to 8 passengers.
Oh, I like that.
Have a seat. Tell me what else you'd like. In the chair, please.
This holiday, Chevy's giving more. Well-qualified lessees can sign and drive a Chevy Cruze for around $190 a month, or no monthly payments until spring. Visit ChevyDealer.com.
Education reform is too important to get wrong. That's why NJEA's plan establishes a strong evaluation process that identifies excellent teachers, removes ineffective ones, and ensures hiring and firing is based on performance, not politics or standardized tests that are unfair to students and teachers. We all want the best teachers in every classroom, because when it comes to education reform, NJEA believes students come first. NJEA, great public schools for every child.
This holiday season, give the gift that keeps on protecting. WeatherTech floor liners are laser measured to custom fit your specific make and model. Front, back, even up the sides. Slush and salt stay in the liner until you wash them away. Order the perfect holiday gift today at WeatherTech.com or call 1-800-CARMATS. WeatherTech floor liners. Complete protection, completely American made at WeatherTech.com.
Kathy Orr, only on CBS 3 Eyewitness News.
Tremaine Thomas, the free safety, a senior for the Razorbacks. One of 17 seniors for this Razorback football team with the big hit to force the fumble.
Remember earlier in the year, Willie Robinson had benched Tremaine Thomas saying, I can demand more out of you. And he says, you know what? Tremaine wants me to make him a better football player, and he's accepting the coaching.
That was Willie Robinson, the defensive coordinator on the sideline. Shockingly now, 14-0.
Biggest deficit of the year for LSU.
Yes. They trailed Oregon for a bit. They trailed Alabama for a bit. Now, Odell Beckham returns it out across the 20. They trail Arkansas by more.
Right, one more look here before we get to Jake Beckett. Big hit Ball goes to Highsmith. Now watch Jake Beckett. Tom Ritter, the official, is going to get in the way back here. And then Beckett slightly realizes, can I cut him off? Can I cut him off? Does he get him from behind him? But watch him put his hands up. He knows right away, I don't need to touch him. That was a good no call.
First down 10. Jefferson is still the quarterback.
Dropped the snap. I tell you, you wonder now if we're going to see Jarrett Lee. When you have two quarterbacks, it's like carrying two drivers in your bag. You hit a couple out of bounds and you want to go to the other driver. Will they stay patient with Jordan Jefferson, or will they try to get a change up with Jarrett Lee?
Well, again, Jarrett Lee was in the midst of a season of great redemption until he threw 2 interceptions against Alabama on back-to-back throws. And now a motion call. Was it induced? We've got flags on either side.
Yeah, I think this might be on Jordan Jefferson. He pulled out. I thought the quarterback pulled out early.
There was a false start. Number 9.
Yes, it was.
5-yard penalty. Second down.
Boy, you drop snap and the quarterback pulls out early on 2 plays. Watch Jordan Jefferson here. He goes back and that causes Arkansas to come across.
Second down, 13, 20-yard line.
LSU with 3 false starts and points off turnovers, 6 in the first 11 games, 7 today. Second down, 13. Spencer Ware is the running back. Jefferson takes off, gets a block from Spencer Ware, but that's too far in front.
That flag came in there too.
Yes, it did. Thrown by the umpire.
Nelson and Highsmith made the tackle.
Tom Ritter should not be intimidated. He was the head official for that LSU-Alabama game.
Personal foul, face mask, number 45 defense, 15-yard penalty.
That's Alonzo Highsmith, who just had the fumble return for the touchdown.
As he goes for the tackle, it was almost as if Jefferson ducked right into his hand on the play. But if you grab it, and that was a big first down. LSU was really floundering there to try to find their offense. Let's see, when a safety makes a big play, if they don't try to go a little play action and get behind them here.
Ford and Hilliard are the running backs, as Hilliard has moved up to the fullback position now. As we've said, he's interchangeable. Quick screen out to the right side. That's Odell Beckham.
Jefferson's pass.
Freshman.
Number 33.
Ross Rasner, number 35, made the tackle. Rasner, who graduated from Riker Catholic in Waco, a graduating class of 6. Pretty good chance of finishing in the top 10 there. Second down. 14-0. Will come the other way, Ruben Randall. And he is gang tackled as he gets to the 45-yard line.
Jefferson's pass.
Eric Bennett, number 14, made the stop.
We can see what Greg Serdawa and Steve Craigthorpe, their 2 offensive coordinators, co-offensive coordinators, trying to rehabilitate Jefferson with a couple of easy short throws.
And Bennett made the tackle.
It has been the MO of Willie Robinson, the defensive coordinator at Arkansas against LSU, to zone blitz on first and second down. Still think we might see a play-action pass here.
First down 10. Ware is the deep back. They hand it off to Ware. He comes left and picks up 3, perhaps 4 to the 41-yard line. Trey Flowers, number 86, young man from Huntsville, Alabama, with the stop. 14-0. Flag down.
Illegal motion, number 33 offense, moving forward at the snap. 5-yard penalty, remains first down.
Tigers penalized 5 yards for illegal motion.
Yeah, I thought when Beckham came in. He knew he had to make a block, and he's a wide receiver and just got a little too anxious when he's coming in on the slot. See him come in right there? And then he just takes that little hop forward, didn't get set for full count. That's a penalty.
Ball back at the 50, first down, 15. Jefferson.
Oh.
That one slides out and was almost picked off.
Yeah, he flipped
Trey
it under.
Flowers, wow.
I know. Coming off the defensive end, I think it was Tenarius Wright from the right side of the screen. Puts pressure, gets inside the block that time, and you see just before Jefferson hits the ground, he tries to underhand it. Was it Trey Flowers?
Trey
86?
Flowers, yes.
In right spot. Yeah, that's a young freshman doing that.
Second down, 15. Here comes the corner blitz, the option. They got around the corner. Michael Ford gets a downfield block, gets inside the 40. Jarvis Landry, freshman wide receiver, with the block.
The hardest thing to do when you're blitzing is to keep your assignments on the option. Watch the blitz come from the outside, but you have to remember who has the pitch. As Arkansas blitzes, they forget who's got the quarterback, who's got the pitch man, and that's why that option they like to run it about 7 to 10 times a game. It actually had an effect in the Alabama game, too.
Now Hilliard and Copeland are in. It's going to be Hilliard who works his way over right tackle for the first down. Inside the 35. So this is as far as LSU has taken the football. Midway through the second, they trail by 14. They got a touchdown catch from Jarius Wright, and they got a fumble return of 47 yards by Alonzo Highsmith. Both scores within 2 minutes and 43 seconds. Hilliard.
That was a nice run, wasn't it?
Well, his uncle Dalton Hilliard, one of the outstanding running backs a generation ago here at LSU. Jericho Nelson with the top tackle.
Jake Beckett does a good job of closing it down, but Hilliard sees it and just kind of jump cuts to the outside. Very successful play.
Second down. They need 3. 9th play of the drive. Blitz option. Fumble. Wow, sloppy.
See, remember the Alabama game in overtime when they ran that option into the boundary just like that to make a big play with Michael Ford? When a field goal would have won the game, everybody said, oh, that was a great call. I held my breath and went, oh my God. Every time you pitch the ball, something like that could have happened.
That was Hilliard, the freshman, and he does get a first down out of it.
The previous play is under further review.
All right, they're reviewing it upstairs. Gerald Hodges is the replay official.
I want to make sure if it was a backward pass or a forward pass, perhaps. If it was a forward pass, it would have to go back as just an incomplete pass and replay the down, or excuse me, go to the next down. So they're going to find out whether this was pitched backwards as a lateral or was it actually forward. We don't have anything yet. Remember, on the field it was called a lateral.
Take a look at it from the overhead, Gary.
Let's see if where it was pitched from and where it leaves his hand, whether it was forward or backward. About the yard line, yeah, that looks backward. That play is going to hold up as called.
Take a look from the end zone.
Yeah, I think that first look we had from the overhead was perfect. You could see it was about a yard behind.
And another perspective. Oh, I don't think there's any question from that one.
No doubt.
So called a lateral, and
time to go to the ice box and get some more refreshments or a hot dog. This one's going to stand.
Yep.
This is a nice answer by Jordan Jefferson. Good play calling. They've stayed balanced. They give just enough pass, just enough option to keep Arkansas off balance.
After further review, the ruling on the field is confirmed. First down, LSU.
So a first down at the 20 with 7:31 to go. See, the previous high deficit was in the first game of the year against Oregon. They were down 13-9. That was in the second quarter of that game. Cadron Boone is on the field at a wideout. He's wide to the left. Spencer Ware alongside Jordan Jefferson. Now they look back.
Yeah, one-on-one down here at the bottom on Ruben Randall again.
Yep. Jefferson rolling right, and trouble again. Stands up, throws it out of bounds. Whoa.
That's a big play right there. Jefferson was strong enough to shake that sack by Wright. That was a 10-yard save by Jefferson. Tanaris Wright comes back in the game. Watch him go through. He's got him. He's holding on to him. One more hit. Shakes loose and gets rid of the ball. Oh, that's a huge play. That ball would have been back by the 30-yard line, like 2nd and 20.
Instead, 2nd down 10. Randall, right side. Shepard, left side. Haven't heard from him today. Little slant play inside. That's Randall who gets to the 18-yard line. Tackle made by Isaac Madison. Third down. And let's check out the Verizon Red Zone stats for LSU for the season. 38 touchdowns, 51 trips inside the 20. Right now, huge play here in the first half. It's 3rd and 6. Randall again goes right. Shepard comes near side. Cadron Boone is also on the field. He is wide to the left, bottom of the screen.
Arkansas does not know where they're lined up. They're misaligned. Players running all over the field.
D'Angelo Peterson with a catch. And that is a first down. Well, whoa. Let's see where they spot this. I thought he had the first down. The spot is at the 10. It is a first down.
Miscommunication by Arkansas's defensive backs. Bobby's upset. He should be. Watch all this. One guy goes in motion. 3 guys don't know what to do. They can't get the call in the secondary. People go in the wrong direction. Gives them a first down.
Copeland and Hilliard in the backfield. Hilliard again at the tailback spot. He comes left, drives down near the 6-yard line. 2nd and goal.
You know, you always wonder. You're having this great year. Spencer Ware makes a mistake. You know, we were all young once. But when you're gone, it gives a chance for some other highly recruited player to go out there. And Mr. Hilliard has earned his carries.
Well, he really performed well in that the absence of Ware in the Auburn win. And he's performing well this afternoon. It's 2nd down and goal. They'll try it again. Here's Hilliard. Touchdown, Tigers. Will try the extra point. It is up, and it is good. 14 plays, 77 yards.
Running right over Chris Falk. Arkansas tries to run around some blocks. Robert Thomas did. Can't run around blocks when you're inside the 10-yard line. Hilliard sticks it into the end zone. Nice answer to that turnover touchdown by Arkansas.
Good for 23 yards.
Hey, he went to Jared.
That's a peerless diamond. The ideal cut diamond.
What?
If you want to create your own one-of-a-kind ring, get to Jared this Friday through Monday because you can receive Get Set and Diamonds rewards up to $1,000 toward a beautiful diamond setting when you buy your diamond at Jared. Choose from thousands of diamonds and hundreds of settings. Get up to $1,000 reward this Friday through Monday at Jared, the Galleria of Jewelry.
With DirecTV, you can start watching in one room, pause, and continue watching in any other room. Experience it yourself. Get your whole home connected for free. Don't just watch TV. DirecTV.
It's time for some post-Thanksgiving football. It's UTEP at UCF tonight at 7, only on CBS Sports Network.
14-play drive by LSU. Hilliard with a touchdown, and it's 14-7. Now time to take a look at our Home Depot tools for success.
Sometimes you stunt up front to try to give the offensive line some missed assignments. Now watch the stunt out here. But LSU is going to run the ball right at their left tackle, Chris Falk. When you run at the 6-yard line at your tackle blocks nobody. Nobody. And you walk into the end zone. That's running right out of the play. Get a little too fancy. Get it to the second level. Even Williford, number 74, comes around to block somebody. He can't find anybody either.
Hilliard with a touchdown, his 6th of 2011. Took just under 7 minutes, cut the margin in half. As 1, LSU takes on 3, Arkansas. It's the first time 1 has played 3 in Tiger Stadium since that fabled LSU onside kick. Well, he pooched it. Not exactly onside, it's a pooch kick. And taking down at the 43-yard line.
Kickoff.
Interesting.
Yeah, I guess Dennis Johnson's reputation, or Les said maybe I could find an onside kick right behind these guys and steal the ball back.
Alan Pastor, number 25.
A heads-up play by him.
It was.
Now it's great field position.
It is. Interesting decision. Special teams.
It's been a long time since we've seen this Tyler Wilson on the offense out there.
Wilson troubled. Got him. Ron Brooks. Ron Brooks is having a great senior season. Returned an interception for a touchdown last week. His 2nd of the season. Gets the sack here.
Yeah, but it's the same mistake Wilson made last week when he fumbled the ball against Mississippi State. When you got the corner blitz and you don't have it picked up, just get rid of the ball. Now the crowd's into it.
Wilson has a man open. It's Joe Adams all the way out to the 50-yard line. Matthew makes the tackle, but a gain of 20.
Joe Adams inside on Claiborne. Joe Adams knows Claiborne's a good player. He slips on the play, and Matthew saves it, but 3rd and medium. That's a tough matchup for anyone. Joe Adams, good as we got in college football.
3rd down 4. 3 wides, all on this side. LSU looks like they might be coming. Delayed blitz across the middle, caught and dropped. Incomplete. Wright did not have possession when he was popped by Greg Lawson, number 6.
Yeah, he was matched up against Claiborne. He beat Claiborne, but Lawson came across to make the play. Inside watch, he beats. Ball's thrown, should catch it. That's a drop. That's the one thing Garrett McGee and Bobby Petrino said we need our senior receivers to play up to their level. That's a drop ball that Arkansas needed very badly.
Now timeout called. Wonder if they might be looking at this for some reason. Now Tom Ritter's going to come to the near side. And we're told it's a play clock issue.
It's still stuck on 25, it looks like here.
We had a problem with the play clock, but we will try to use it at this point.
You know, back-to-back plays there, Vern, we need to watch. Morris Claiborne, number 17, slipped on 2 plays there.
It will be 4th down, and Dylan Breeding on to punt. He's had 2 really effective punts inside the 10-yard line. And here's Matthew back, and another effective one. Matthew breaks a tackle, breaks another, gets a block. There are no flags, and the race is on. And Matthew goes 92 yards. Key block was thrown by number 23, Stephon Francois. And LSU can notch it with Aleman's extra point try. Honey Badger's back.
Yes. This punt was supposed to be a directional punt to the left side or top of the screen. Watch Arkansas's defenders. They're covering the punt all to the outside over here. Watch this. Breeding was supposed to kick it to the left. Everybody's on the left side of the field, but the ball kicked in the middle. That breaks down the coverage, and Matthew does the rest himself.
He got one great block out of Francois.
And he was gone, but it was a bad directional punt and special teams. Could it be the difference?
14-14.
Michael, every day you make me proud. Here's to a future that's as bright as you are.
With over 165 years of experience, New York Life can help ensure your loved ones are always taken care of. It's the most selfless gift you can give.
Try Chick-fil-A's Peppermint Chocolate Chip Milkshake, available only for the holidays.
What's this all about?
We're giving Rich the NFL experience of a goal line dive.
Really?
There's an easier way to get an ultimate NFL fan experience. Just snap the tag wherever Bud Light is sold and you could win. Bud Light in the NFL. Here we go.
Can I make it?
On the internet, yes. Into the end zone, no.
Sarah, every day spent with you has been a gift. So here's a gift for our new life together.
With over 165 years of experience, New York Life can help ensure your loved ones are always taken care of. It's the most selfless gift you can give.
Tim Brando in New York. Coming up with a Geico halftime report, Spencer, Tony, and I will get you caught up on all of the action, including Case Keenum with 5 touchdown passes today as Houston throttles Tulsa. They are but a Conference USA championship game away from a BCS bowl bid. Now back to Arkansas LSU.
All right, Tim, 14-14 here, 3:24 to go before halftime. And Matthews' 92-yard punt return has brought the smile back.
As we talked about in the open, so many different ways LSU can change the scoreboard.
Ironic how the breeding had such an effective contribution.
That one hurt.
Yep.
And it is reminiscent, if you're a Razorback fan, of the end of the half against Alabama. 10-7 game. Just remember the fake field goal was the only touchdown, and it all crumbled at the end of the half and the start of the second half for Arkansas.
Dennis Johnson and Marquell Wade are deep. Here's Hairston's kick. Dandy. Wow. Well, let's go back and revisit.
We had just said that Arkansas had not made a serious mistake in the game. They had this early fake field goal. First drive by Alabama. A.J. McCarron hits Michael Williams to make it 7-0. Arkansas comes back, ties the game. Then after a goal line stand, they throw the interception for a touchdown. The first punt of the second half, Marquise Mays takes it and changes from a 10-7 game to a 24-7 game, and it was over.
Handoff. Johnson going left. He motors up close to the first down at the 29-yard line.
Johnson carry, left side.
And again, a reminder, the play clock is not working, so they're keeping that time on the field.
All right, when things went bad for LSU, they gathered and they made a drive. Now things have gone very bad for Arkansas. Get back to basics. Pass protect, run the ball, concentrate on the game. 14-14.
Greg Childs shakes the tackle. Up to the 40 and beyond. He's out of bounds at the 42 with a 14-yard gain.
Well, see, Harold Simon that time took a bad angle, but that's a result of not having Eric Reed. If Eric Reed is in the game at safety, you got Matthew out there making that play.
Eric Reed out with a quad injury, his right thigh. First down and 10, 14 all. Here's Wilson. Finds Childs again, so all but forgotten for much of the season. The senior Wilson was telling us, though, in that one of the earlier games, he saw Greg Childs blocking downfield, trying to contribute however he could.
LSU's defense have done one thing very well in this game. Last year, it was big plays. Touchdowns of 85, 80, and 39 yards. They're playing their safeties deeper and trying to keep it seems obvious, right? I mean, keep it a little shorter.
Right.
But it was big plays last year that really was the difference in the game.
They're going to bring the chain from across the field for the measurement. Ball is spotted between the 47 and 48.
Second and 1.
So officially second down and 1. And a year ago in this game on the 27th.
Yeah, just 6 seconds left in the half. Kobe Hamilton and the two players run into each other. And the only guy that has a chance is Patrick Peterson, and he cannot get by Jarius Wright. And that was a stunner. At the time, I remember thinking, why is Arkansas even throwing the ball? Well, I found out.
14-14. Play clock being kept on the field. Draw play. Johnson skips out of a tackle. First down plus to the 39-yard line.
That, didn't
Loose
he?
ball.
Yes. Was he down? He's called down.
Yes, at the 39-yard line. Well, so far, a pretty good answer now by the Razorbacks, as they were stunned after that 92-yard punt return.
Yep.
There's Johnson down, and it's a first down at the 39.
And it looks like Les is going to challenge here. He was talking to the linesman.
The prior play is under further review.
It was either Les calling timeout or it was buzz from the booth.
Matthew trying to rip the ball out here.
From that angle, you cannot tell if the ball came out before his rear end hit the ground or his elbow hit the ground.
This is just being reviewed. It was not a challenge.
Ooh, that one might be a turnover there. I think before any part, his elbow or his, yeah, that ball is loose. I think this is going to be LSU's ball with 2 minutes to go.
It was Matthew trying to rip it out. Did he do so successfully?
Now, who got the ball? Who recovered the ball on the play? Because that's going to be called a fumble.
Cornell Hatcher's one of those in the middle of that. There's Ron Brooks.
And even though it was called down, the play gets to finish out. That was the normal finish of the play. So if LSU got that ball there, that's where they'll start the drive. Around the 35-yard line, something like that.
You think these assignments aren't tough sometimes?
Oh, I mean, how much better?
Oh, wow.
We're going to get two of these back-to-back days. We're going to get this.
Yeah, I know it.
And feel the tension up here. That's why when you say the feat of being LSU on their home field, remember, Les has only lost 6 games at home in his career. Probably will go back about the 34.5-yard line.
It goes through the feet of Ron Brooks, and he's the first one down. And it appeared that Brooks or Hatcher got it. Now we're back for the recovery down low.
Here's the call.
After further review, the ball was out before the runner's knee was down. An immediate recovery by LSU. The ball will be placed at the 34-yard line. First down.
And that's the second big play by Matthew. The punt return for a touchdown and the forced fumble right there. He seems to have ball skills that can't be taught.
So Les Miles say, "Let's go," with more enthusiasm than I just uttered the phrase. And so Jefferson and the Tigers take over. 1:59 to go. 2 timeouts left in a 14-14 ball game. Blitz. Jefferson deep, man open. Cadron Boone, number 86. Out to the 50, perhaps the 49. Gain of 17.
We talked about Chris Folk run blocking, but he's got a tough matchup out here on Beckett. And he pushes him past the pocket to allow the completion. Good job by Folk.
No huddle on first down. Here's Jefferson this time inside. Oh, boy. Intended for Russell Shepard, off his hands and floating in the air for a dangerous second or two. 95 seconds to go.
No mystery here for Willie Robinson's Arkansas's defense. When they go 3-man line, they do like to do the zone blitz and bring 5 people and play a zone behind it.
Shepard and Boone wide right. Ruben Randall bottom of the screen. Second down 10.
Same thing.
Yep.
Going to get 2 from the short side, and the guy here is going to bail.
Jefferson gets time, goes across the middle. Randall out of a tackle. Out of another. Down at the 30. Clock stops while they move the chain.
When you zone blitz, there's a lot of space out there, and you can get a lot of yards after catch. And Randall did.
Timeout taken by Arkansas just prior to the snap. That's their first. Take a look at Ruben Randall on the near side as he takes the pass from Jefferson, eludes a tackle and picks up 19 yards. We will be right back.
Mine was earned over the South Pacific in 1943.
Vietnam, 1967.
I got mine in Iraq, 2003.
USAA auto insurance is often handed down from generation to generation because it offers a superior level of protection and because USAA's commitment to serve the military, veterans, and their families is without equal. Begin your legacy. Get an auto insurance quote. USAA. We know what it means to serve.
SEC fans, AT&T is giving you the chance to place your team at the top of Buzz Rankings. The more buzz you create for your school on social media, the higher your team climbs in the rankings. To check in and support your favorite school and get up-to-the-minute scores and news, visit the live game tracker at cbssports.com. You can also access AT&T Buzz Rankings at buzzrankings.com. AT&T is the exclusive wireless partner of the Southeastern Conference.
Overhead view in a 14-14 ball game at Tigers Stadium. Coming up, the Geico halftime report. We'll head back to our New York studios and get you caught up. And I bet there's going to be a preview or two or other things going on. I know one of the things that's going on tomorrow is Alabama-Auburn. And there's a small chance we might be there.
Better be. We're headed that way.
Out of the spread on first down and 10. And again, this time Arkansas does not blitz. Jefferson has a man open. It's Randall. Down at the 9.
Jefferson's pass complete to Ruben.
You got to give it to that offensive line for LSU. Wright and Beckett, Byron Jones, Robert Thomas, whoever they put up there cannot put pressure with a 4-man rush now.
1:04 to go. Inside. Russell Shepard, touchdown, Tigers.
Those turnovers come back to haunt you, don't they?
Shepard's first catch of the day, huge. 9-yard touchdown. Alemán with the extra point. And the LSU Tigers, top ranked in the country, have come from 14 down and stormed back with a 7-point lead, less than a minute to go.
Well, Arkansas was driving the ball nicely, and then Dennis Johnson turns the ball over. After that, even though Arkansas tried many times with many different blitzes and zone blitzes all through the game, this drive, it was the pass protection and the throwing of Jefferson to Ruben Randall, and at the end, they did the wide receiver screen. Russell Shepard's out to the right side, bait him in, and throw the wide receiver over to the middle. A well-called drive, and it was perfectly blocked.
Toughest job on the planet just got a little easier with one-touch technology and even an air scrubber. The Nissan Quest. Innovation for family. Innovation for all.
Get up to $3,050 total savings on the 2011 Nissan Quest.
You'd be shocked how much data you use in a month. Email, status updates, finding your way, uploading photos, downloading an app, and another app. Kilobytes, megabytes, gigabytes, all stacking up until you reach your limit. And what happens if you go over? With Sprint, you don't have to worry. Only Sprint offers truly unlimited data.
She's one of the biggest stars in the world. But on 60 Minutes, Angelina Jolie is something quite different.
I'm still a bad girl.
Sunday.
LSU with 21 unanswered now, and they've claimed a lead of 7 with 59 seconds to go in the first half. All 21 points, 4 minutes and 16 seconds.
Yeah, they did it with a 14-play drive, a 92-yard punt return, the fumble, and then they finished off a really beautiful drive right there.
In case you haven't noticed, there are duplicate numbers on this LSU team. 2 kickers wear number 30. And this one from Hairston will be returned by Markwell. Not very far.
We've seen this before.
We have.
We saw it against Auburn. That's Jarvis Landry, isn't it? He is a nightmare on kickoff coverage.
And so Landry's tackle of Wade gives Arkansas a first down at the 9. They do have 2 timeouts left. Tyler Wilson, 8 of 11 for the game, but a modest 94 yards. Everything has been short so far. Handoff up the middle. Ronnie Wingo, number 20.
I think Les is going to force him to do something by taking a timeout. Let's go. Russell Shepard on the wide receiver slip screen to the inside. Catches it with a nice throw. Well called play there. Jefferson has a little bit of pressure, but just the kind you want on a wide receiver screen.
Time called by LSU. That's their second.
Second down.
And it leaves Arkansas looking at a 2nd down and 8 at the 11.
You sing it with a broken string. Tell me what you really mean. Do you know what you want? Well, beating up yesterday, I was on my rollerblades, rolling on.
The newest member of the Prius family has the space of a small SUV and more ways to connect to your world. The all-new Prius V from Toyota. More Prius, more possibilities.
Leadership, excellence, performance. It's what Heisman and Aflac's all about. Aflac, an official partner of the Heisman Trophy.
It's Macy's Thanksgiving sale. Shop Saturday 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. and get $10 off when you spend $25 with your savings pass. Check your newspaper at Macy's.com. Shop Saturday 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. Macy's Thanksgiving sale.
All I really need is you.
Get what you want this holiday season at NFLshop.com.
Iron Bowl in Auburn tomorrow afternoon, and Gary Tracy and I will make the trek down there. Our privilege to watch the Iron Bowl unfold.
I don't think Petrino's going to take the temptation and throw. He can get out of the half by running it 2 more times.
And a pre-snap whistle. There is a flag down.
67. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Half the distance.
Alvin Bailey, the right guard.
Arkansas penalized half the distance to the goal for a false start.
Yeah, it'll just be a 5-yard penalty here. The crowd noise again. The left guard takes a little bit of a move. They're going to add the 1 second back on the clock. Now remember, if Arkansas runs and just kills 3 or 4 seconds on the next 2 plays, they should be able to get out of the half.
They do run. They are stopped. It's Ronnie Wingo.
Les takes the timeout, but that's the end of them. So if you get a 40-second play clock and they run another play for 4 seconds, the half will be over.
Montgomery on the tackle.
So that is the final LSU timeout. Coming this December to Showtime, it's a Game of Honor, an all-access look into the lives of the football players of Army and Navy. Here's a preview.
This is the most American game played.
When we graduate, we'll be on the same team. But when we're on that field, we do not like each other.
They're there for a special reason. It's not just about the football.
That's a Game of Honor premiering December 21st only on Showtime, and a special behind-the-scenes look December 3rd on CBS.
2 weeks from Wednesday, we'll visit West Point, and then Thursday we'll go to Annapolis, meet those great kids.
And on December 10th, Army-Navy. On CBS. Handoff Wingo. First down.
Well, Arkansas had control of this game, and how fast it turned. I just watched that Alabama-Arkansas game just a day and a half ago. It's so reminiscent. Can they get off the mat, or are they going to lose control of this thing like what happened to them against Alabama when Alabama just took charge of the second half?
Well, Bobby Petrino's team was up 14-0. The second touchdown coming on an Alonzo Highsmith fumble return for a touchdown. And they've had very little to yell about since then. Wilson will run. Slides down at the 29-yard line, and that will be the final play.
Yeah, they weren't going to get an 80-yard, 6-second touchdown this year, were they? And remember, LSU gets the ball to start the second half.
And Tracy's with Arkansas coach Bobby Petrino.
Thank you, Coach. A huge momentum swing there with an already emotional and fragile group of yours. So how do you regroup?
We're not emotional and fragile. Our guys are doing a great job. We've stuck together many times this year. I love this football team. They're great players. We'll come back the second half and play with great effort.
We saw the success you had early in that first quarter. What do you need to do to continue that in the second half?
Well, we need to cover punts better and do a better job in 2-minute defense. Offensively, we're moving the ball. We can't turn it over.
Thanks a lot. Vern?
All right, Tracy, thank you. That's the end of the first half with our score 21-14 LSU. Let's go to Tim Brando in our New York studio.
All right, Vern, coming up on the Geico Halftime Report, Spencer, Tony, and I will have all of today's action. Plus, we untangle the web of options that will send an SEC West team to Atlanta. If the score stays this way, the answer is going to be pretty simple. After this word from your local station.
Rally with the Amazing Race teams. That's what I'm talking about. New episode CBS Sunday.
In 1944, Bill Bowers heard that the bell from the USS Arizona was to be melted for scrap. Instead, he got it installed back at his alma mater and rang it himself the first time, starting a 50-year Wildcat tradition. And when the new student union opened in 2002, who rang the old bell in the new tower? Bill Bowers, age 99. Fans show their loyalty in all kinds of ways. Ours, just buy another Hyundai.
Are you paying more and more for cable and enjoying it less and less? Stop paying for second best. Upgrade to Verizon Fios for our best price online. Just $79.99 a month for 2 years with a 2-year agreement. It's an amazing holiday deal, but it's only available for a limited time. So go to Verizon.com/superoffer to sign up. Act now and we'll add a multi-room DVR free for life as long as you keep a triple play bundle at your current address. Fios delivers the best picture quality, plus America's fastest, most consistent, most reliable internet. Switch now for our best price online. Just $79.99 a month for 2 years with a 2-year agreement when you order online. And get a multi-room DVR free for life. Save over $1,300 in your first 2 years. Hurry, this holiday deal ends soon. Go to Verizon.com/superoffer. That's Verizon.com/superoffer. Fios, a network ahead.
This holiday season, give the gift that keeps on protecting. WeatherTech floor liners are laser measured to custom fit your specific make and model. Front, back, even up the sides. Slush and salt stay in the liner until you wash them away. Order the perfect holiday gift today at WeatherTech.com or call 1-800-CARMATS. WeatherTech floor liners. Complete protection, completely American made at WeatherTech.com.
Kate Bilo, only on Eyewitness News.
CBS Sports presents the Geico Halftime Report. Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Hi again, everyone. Welcome to the Geico Halftime Report. I'm Tim Brando with the score in Baton Rouge. LSU leading Arkansas 21-14. Joined as always by Spencer Tillman and Tony Barnhart. Listen, I know you were impressed with the way the Tigers responded after a difficult start.
Well, they get behind 14-0, and they start acting like the #1 team in the nation. The running game got them out of the hole. Then here come two huge plays for Tyrann Mathieu. Takes the punt right here from the 8-yard line and just sprints away down the sideline, and this makes it 14-7. This guy would be in the Heisman race if he had not been suspended earlier in the year. Then Tyrann Mathieu comes back later to watch Dennis Johnson running the outside. Watch him come in, boom, strips the ball loose. LSU falls on it. They come back, get another touchdown. Spencer, LSU looks to be in command.
They look to be in command, but I've got to give props to Bobby Petrino. The willingness to play left-handed on the road was really impressive to me. When he comes out and runs the football, as they have 22 times versus just 11 pass, even when it's unscripted, it could be Tyler Wilson putting it down. It could be Dennis Johnson. The bottom line is when you spread them out effectively, you're going to get shallow crossing routes open, but those running lanes are going to be there as well. The fizzle has come off of them because they stopped running the football. They've got to get back to running the football. That run-pass ratio is really the key to them winning this ball game, gentlemen.
Gutsy 77-yard drive, though, gentlemen. They were a whisker away from seeing Jarrett Lee. Had a near fumble and a pick by Jefferson, able to get it into the end zone. Now let's get to some action now from the highlight blitz. Houston and Tulsa getting at it today. Case Keenum, what a career, Spencer.
Yeah, it has been. A wide receiver, Patrick Edwards, here on the receiving in this one. 38-yard touchdown with the throw. Keenum sets the FBS record for his 37th career 300-yard passing game. Tulsa had won 12 straight Conference USA battles.
And remember, if Houston wins the Conference USA championship, they will go to the BCS.
And you talk about the muddled mess in the Big East. For the moment, Louisville in position, but that's just for the moment after their win 34-24. There you have it. Well, coming up, we've got a very special look at the scenarios who'll be going to the SEC championship game. We'll make sense of all the mayhem when the Geico Halftime Report continues. The Home Depot SEC on CBS is sponsored by New York Life Insurance Company, Verizon, the Home Depot, and by
Wake up, sleepyheads. There are tools to be had. This weekend, the sawdust makers, the hole drillers, and the get-it-done machines all cost less. A lot less. So let's load them in our sleighs and call them by name. On Ryobi, on Dremel, on DeWalt and Makita. More saving, more doing. That's the power of the Home Depot. Here's what the early bird gets. An 18-volt two-piece Ryobi combo kit for just $49.88.
This Thursday and Friday only, get the Motorola Xoom 4G LTE for $199.99. The Revolution by LG for $49.99. And the special edition Red Droid Incredible 2 free. Our best deal of the year. The smartphones are ready, the tablets are wrapped. With special deals this Thursday and Friday only. Get the technology they love on the network they deserve. Verizon.
For more than 60 years, Wrangler has been making jeans more comfortable. Fine by me.
Wrangler jeans give you comfort where you want it. They don't cut and bind like most jeans.
Hey, don't wear Wranglers because of me. Wear them because of you.
U-shape. It fits around you. It gives you more room where you need it. That's why Wranglers fit so good. Room where you need it, comfort where it counts.
It's all about the you.
Man, these jeans feel good.
Wrangler.
Real, comfortable jeans.
Not bad, Dale.
Thank you. Appreciate it. You too.
When I grill lobster, I make sure it's a melt-in-your-mouth kind of experience.
The wood fires up the grill a little bit hotter, so you really get a good sear, and it locks in the juices. Surf and turf. You can't go wrong.
Don't miss Red Lobster's Surf and Turf event. Choose from 3 grill combinations all under $20, like our Maine lobster with peppercorn sirloin, or our new bacon-wrapped shrimp with blue cheese sirloin for $14.99.
I think the guests are going to take a bite and be like, oh man, this is so awesome.
I'm Grill Master John Mazzani.
I'm Grill Master Adriana Hollis.
And we see food differently.
Thank you.
For what?
When things were tough, you kept believing in me. You helped make this happen. Thank you.
Behind every open heart is a story. Tell yours with my open heart collection at Kay Jewelers, the #1 jewelry store in America. There are millions of reasons to give one, but the message is always the same. Keep your heart open, and love will always find its way in.
You did it, Daddy.
We did it.
Every kiss begins with K.
Welcome back to the Geico Halftime Report. A reminder that tonight at 7 Eastern on CBS Sports Network, it's a Conference USA showdown when the UTEP Miners take on the UCF Knights. To find out how to get CBS Sports Network, go to cbssportsnetwork.com. A reminder, coming up tomorrow, it's the Iron Bowl. Number 2, Alabama visits number 24, Auburn. Coverage gets underway at 2:30 Eastern with a CBS College Football special presented by Ram, followed at 3 o'clock by Autotrader.com College Football Today. Now it's time to answer the burning question, who'll meet Georgia in the SEC championship game? So break it down for me, Professor Barnhart.
Well, first of all, good teachers make things simple. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to go channel Tim Russert. Look, folks, if we have a 3-way tie, and the BCS standings come out Sunday, get your BCS standing, get your card, write it down.
All right.
SEC 1, 2, 3. How are they ranked? Then you take it, you rip off number 3, boom, they're gone. All right. You take number 2 and number 1. Who won the regular season meeting? That's who goes to Atlanta and plays Georgia.
Have a team and a half.
Yes.
Championship game. All right, the simplest way to put this, obviously, if the score remains the same, LSU will go on and they'll take on Georgia. But if Arkansas can somehow manifest a comeback, get out of there with a victory, all kinds of possibilities exist. All kinds of possibilities.
Well, they're there, but I think the difficult truth as you look at those scenarios is Arkansas is having to rely on a decidedly weaker Auburn team to defeat the nation's #1 team in Alabama to do their bidding for them. So that's the tough part. That's unfair in this scenario.
Well, I mean, the reality is, though, Alabama's sitting in a perch where LSU could be if the Tigers lost. The potential is there for Arkansas to come back, win this game, LSU not play in the SEC championship, but then they assume Alabama's position this week. They would play for the national championship after Bama goes to the SEC title game.
Right, and hey, I want to tell you about what I call the Alabama Armageddon scenario, okay?
I love that.
That's when LSU holds serve, they win the national championship. Alabama's sitting there at number 2 on December 3rd. They do not play. You see Oklahoma State right there. They would move up to number 3 if Arkansas loses today. And if Oklahoma State would play Oklahoma, that if they dominate Oklahoma State enough voters could jump them into the 2-hole and drop Alabama down. My, oh, my.
Well, the human polls quickly have already shown them favor, just dropping them 2 spots down to that number 4 spot. So that's important. Again, those human elements have a conscience.
Well, there's another thing to consider here, fellas. The mulligan that could be given because of the sentiment following the tragedy at Oklahoma State. I think that figured into the equation, guys, when that announcement was made that they had only dropped to number 4.
I'm just curious if it could figure in with Arkansas.
I know,
similar deal.
We've had precedent for this.
I know,
but it happened at 06.
I don't think Alabama's going to be that understanding.
You don't?
No, I don't.
Well, the BCS could have fixed this a long time ago. They chose not to. There's a lot more football on Sunday with an NFL doubleheader on CBS. Most will see the Bills and the Jets. Then most will see the Patriots take on the Eagles. It all starts at noon Eastern with the NFL today. We thank you for watching the Geico Halftime Report. Coming up, the second half of Arkansas and LSU. Enjoy the rest of the game.
CBS Sports presents the Geico Halftime Report. Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
On my journey across America, I've learned that when you ask someone in Texas if they want big savings on car insurance, it's a bit like asking if they want a big hat. Excuse me. Or a big steak. Or big hair. I think we have our answer.
If I could separate what's real from what I've been dreaming, I could live to fight another day.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Now it's time for a one-of-a-kind party.
Want to know the difference between a trader and an elite trader? It's this, the E-Trade Pro platform. Fast, beautiful, totally customizable. Finds top performing stocks in 3 clicks. Quickly scans the market for new trading ideas. Even match option strategies to your goals and lets you see the potential risk and reward. And it also comes with a dedicated elite service team. Got it? Get it? Good. Introducing new E-Trade Pro Elite.
So what kind of car should I get? New or used?
Used. Now at Autotrader.com, compare new and used cars and even special offers. So when you find the right car, there won't be any doubt in your mind. Autotrader.com, the ultimate automotive marketplace.
Come on, wait for me. There it is. Ah, hurry up. You're heavy. Are you sure these letters will get to Santa? Yes, of course. Hold still. Almost there. A little bit higher. I can't hold you up much longer. Hi, fellas. Hi, Virginia. Why are you on the floor? Bring your letter to Santa into Macy's, and we'll donate to the Make-A-Wish Foundation. Together, we'll collect 1 million reasons to believe.
Boring toast. We're giving you a makeover at Sonic. How? Accessories. 100% pure beef patty, grilled onions. Cheddar sew-in this year. Hickory barbecue sauce highlights and you look good. Or throw on sautéed portobello mushrooms, Swiss and mayo, and strut it when you've got it. You go, Texas toast. Get the bacon cheddar toaster melt and the mushroom Swiss toaster melt starting at $1.99 each. This is how you Sonic.
At Enterprise Rent-A-Car, we're proud to be a family-owned business since 1957.
It's why Enterprise can focus on doing things right for the long term.
Let us show you what a family-owned business can do.
Pick Enterprise. We'll pick you up.
A lot of universities talk about their personalized approach and unwavering commitment to each and every student. We, however, engrave ours in stone. University of Arkansas, the U of A.
Halftime in Baton Rouge with LSU leading Arkansas 21-14. Each week, Sonic celebrates creativity in the SEC. For more, here's Tracy.
Vern, today we honor someone who was extremely creative in his calls. Legendary Georgia radio announcer Larry Munson, who passed away Sunday night at the age of 89. Let's take a listen to 2 of his most memorable moments.
Lindsey's got 35-40. Lindsey's got 45-50. 45-40. 1, Lindsey. 25-20. 50. 10. 5. Lindsey stop. Lindsey stop. Lindsey stop.
Tennessee playing what amounts to a 4-4 straight. And there's an idea! Touchdown, my God, a touchdown! We threw it to Haynes. We just stepped on their face with a hobnail boot and broke their nose. We just crushed their face.
There was absolutely no one like Larry Munson. When they qualified for the Sugar Bowl, Larry eloquently said, "Look at the sugar falling from the sky."
Into the end zone, touchdown Arkansas. Loose football recovered by the Razorbacks at the 45, 42 yards.
Here's Hilliard, touchdown, and Matthew goes 92 yards. And that explosion of offense and special teams propelled LSU from 14 down to 7 up. 21-14, and moments ago, Tracy with Les Miles.
Coach, what a turn of events in that first half. No panic whatsoever. What can you say about the character of your team?
They came to play. You know, there was never any doubt up down 14 that we were going to answer. Tyrann Mathieu's play obviously was the immediate answer. The drive that the offense puts on them next certainly was what we expected that we needed to do. And then, you know, the short drive for the score. I mean, it's a lot of time left to play.
We saw Jordan Jefferson struggle early there. What changed for him, though, in that second quarter?
Well, you know, I have to be honest with you. You know, uncharacteristically, we turn it over. Uncharacteristically, we have 5-yard penalties. You know, I got to get our feet on the ground.
Thanks a lot. Vern?
All right, Tracy, thank you. Jordan Jefferson went the distance in the first half. 12 of 16 for 126 yards, and not a factor running the football. LSU gets the ball as we open the second half. Morris Claiborne, who has a kickoff return for a touchdown earlier this year, is the deep man. Zach Hawker, number 18, will kick it off. Claiborne does bring it out. Not very far. Nice downfield play, and LSU starts with the football. Really an explosive section of about 4.5.
In the last 3 years, Arkansas has won the fourth quarter. The question here is, can they get into the fourth quarter where they have an opportunity to make it a football game? They have to stay balanced. They have to stay unpredictable. But right now, they have to show that they can stop this running game and passing game, surprisingly, from Jordan Jefferson. 12 for 18.
And a first down, 2 touchdowns on the last 2 drives. And they open from the spread with a first down at the 15-yard line. Modest run on first down, and Gary, take us through the first half trends.
Spencer Ware. Well, it started out in Arkansas's favor, even though Mathieu is having a good football game like he does. He finds the football. He was the one that changed the game around with that kickoff, that punt return, again, the directional kick. Tyler Wilson, he's under what they need from him. He hasn't had the ball a lot, though, and I said 12 for 18. He's actually had a better half than that, 12 for 16 by Jordan Jefferson.
Second down, 8. Opening moments, third quarter. Jefferson popped as he lets it go.
Boy,
is that Jerry Franklin? It was, number 34.
Wow. That was more than a pop, wasn't it? I think that might qualify for a pretty good smash right there. That one hurt. I could see him coming all the way. A full run at the quarterback, and he puts his shoulder right underneath the throwing arm. Watch this. Jefferson that shoulder pad goes right on the 9, the number 9.
And it brings up a third down, 8. Lonergan snaps it back. Blitz coming from the corner that leaves Randall open out on the flat.
That's a good throw.
And Randall picks up a first down at the 31-yard line.
Remember what the LSU coaches told us. We feel confident against their corners. We just think we tried to run the ball a little bit too much last year. As Jefferson gets hit again, he does not feel that LSU coaches feel that they can match up with Ruben Randall. Greg Gadsden wasn't anywhere in the picture.
Randall with 7 receptions for 81 yards now. Here's the handoff. And it goes to Spencer Ware.
That's more like a Spencer Ware run right there. We always use the term violent when we watch. Vicious type of runner. He needs to get that back.
Here's Ware again. Works toward the first down. Canarius Wright, number 43, with the stop. And it'll be 3rd and short. Greg Studrawa, the offensive coordinator, chatting with us last night about Ware, and he was one of the 3 guys, we've mentioned this, suspended for a game. And Greg was saying, you know, that affects you not only physically, but mentally.
He's got a little self-conscious, and they said they pulled him over and talked to him. A little unbalanced line to the left here by LSU.
Hilliard is the deep back behind Copeland. They come right. Copeland with a good block.
That was a nice run.
Yes.
They give you a tilt to the left, and then they balance it up by bringing the tight end across right at the last second. Arkansas doesn't fit it properly. They get caught inside, and Hilliard makes that nice cut just inside Highsmith that time.
Copeland is the injured player.
J.C. Copeland, ladies and gentlemen.
Copeland, a sophomore out of LaGrange, Georgia. And so with a first down carry by Hilliard, LSU will operate from its own 45. Take a look from the ground. Oh, yeah.
Helmet right to the knee, wasn't it?
Yes. Now blitz coming from the corner, it would appear. And it appears not.
Yeah, they faked it one way and then brought the guy off the slot that time.
Kenny Hilliard tackled by Jericho Nelson, number 31. Nelson, as we've mentioned, played his high school ball at Descrahan in the New Orleans area. Transferred there after Katrina and was a teammate of that young man, Jordan Jefferson. They won 15-0 and won the state title. Second down. Copeland back on the field. Play action. Steps up, goes deep, has his tight end open and cannot make the catch. It's Chase Clement, number 88, who in recent weeks have become more and more involved in the passing game.
Well, that's where the ball should have gone. The matchup on the middle linebacker right down the middle of the field. These two safeties are going to go deep outside. Perfect read. Ball's thrown right where it needed to be thrown. And you see it all the time in the NFL game. Those big tight ends making those catches.
Pressure at the passer was Jake Beckett. The defensive job done by Jerry Franklin, the middle linebackers. And it's third down 10.
Jake Beckett has been quiet in this game, though. You know, he is a relentless pass rusher, and that means Chris Falk has done a good job on him all game.
And does so again. Here's Jefferson, pumps, goes deep for Randall. Randall has to wait for it, but he's got it. And he is popped and belted down at the 18-yard line. Fine play on both ends.
That's the rule. When the quarterback scrambles towards you, when you're the wide receiver to that side, you go long. Randall does exactly what he's supposed to do. When you see the quarterback come your way, go back and go deep. And Randall, watch, go past him, gets past the safety that time. Thomas, and again, Jordan Jefferson making the play. He's having one of those games. And it's one of the reasons that Les Miles was so patient with him.
Officials timeout.
Looks like there might be a tangled the first down chain over there. Talking about Jake Beckett, he did not play against Alabama. Arkansas felt that he was a difference maker, and he would have made a difference, but in this game, he has not.
Jake Beckett, one of the 17 seniors on this team.
Chris Falk, just a sophomore against Jake Beckett.
17.
A lot of LSU people are saying, you think this team's good, wait till next year's team. That's a scary thought, isn't it?
James Stampley is in the fullback now, the senior one-time walk-on who got his first touchdown of his career in the last game at Ole Miss. Stampley misses on the block, but it's no matter as...
Oh, man.
Oh, is it intercepted?
It needed to be thrown away.
It's picked off. Tremaine Thomas at the 12-yard line.
I think Chase Clement kind of... Jordan Jefferson thought Clement was going to stay down and keep coming back to him, and Clement wanted to go long. A little miscommunication, and was he in bounds? We will see.
We'll take another look.
If this stands, it will be Jefferson's first interception of the season.
Looked
and
like
only
his
the fourth
knee
of the
was
year.
down before he landed out of bounds.
Thomas.
That's the play that Bobby Petrino knew his defense had to make for him. Remember, he said to Tracy, no panic, we'll make a play. Everybody knew at Arkansas it'd be tough to beat this LSU team here. Was his knee down?
Ooh. Another look at the low angle.
Was his right knee down? That's the question. This guy's foot, right's foot is right in the way of where I'm trying to look here.
He just doesn't understand.
And you know, his feet might have been down behind it also on the tackle.
After further review, the ruling on the field is confirmed. Interception, first down.
First interception of the year for Jordan Jefferson.
And only the fourth for LSU. So they unexpectedly have turned it over twice today. A fumble returned for a touchdown, and this interception that thwarts a touchdown drive.
You'd be shocked how much data you use in a month. Email, status updates, finding your way, uploading photos, downloading an app, and another app. Kilobytes, megabytes, gigabytes, all stacking up until you reach your limit. And what happens if you go over? With Sprint, you don't have to worry. Only Sprint offers truly unlimited data.
Team is not something you do alone. Team is plural. Team is arms, legs, blood, sweat, and soul. A lot goes into team. But what we take away stays with us forever.
Why did we build a 556 horsepower luxury car with a manual transmission? Because there are those who still believe in the power of a firm handshake. The Cadillac CTS-V. Manual or automatic, that's entirely up to you. We don't just make luxury cars, we make Cadillacs.
Get free shipping on all your college gear with the greatest selection of items for your favorite college team. The best in college gear is at cbssports.com shop.
21-14, Tremaine Thomas's interception gives the Razorbacks the ball. Current BCS standings, LSU, Alabama, Arkansas, all three from the SEC West. And that leads us to the appearance of the Duck. Hewitt? When was the only other time one conference had the top three teams in the AP poll? So we're talking pre-BCS. First down 10. Play action. Wilson. Chase lets it go deep in the middle. One hopper right in front of Brandon Taylor.
Now that was well defended. They were trying to hit the wheel route to the outside, and LSU said, Little play action pass with a bootleg, trying to get the slot back deep. And then at the end, Chris Gregg is the outlet, and Wilson can't get it.
Second down.
Kendrick Adams did a nice job there, taking on Gregg and getting into the quarterback.
Dennis Johnson out of the backfield to the right. Three receivers, bottom of the screen to the left. That's complete to Kobe Hamilton. And he's free down the sideline.
He's a speedster.
Wow! Farrell Simon had to cut him off, but he traveled a huge distance.
It's one of those bunch passes where everybody crisscrosses, and then the guy in the middle against the zone catches it, and Kobe Hamilton, who had 3 receptions last year for 164, including that 80-yard touchdown pass, gets a big one there.
He tight ropes the sideline. That is a gain of 66-0.
Yeah, it shouldn't bother him. He's a track guy. Just stay in your lane. We're going to review whether his heel came on the line, but I don't think it did. Look at this official right down here. He is eyeing it as close as you can. He's got a clear view.
Play is under review.
And the play is under review. That's Tim Beard, the line judge, who is perfectly
Nobody's
positioned.
got a better view than he does. Joe Adams had a great block on that play. That would really be splitting hairs to overturn that one.
I think so, too.
I think that when you have that linesman in that position right there, that close, I wouldn't overturn that one. Little Joe Adams, remember the Arkansas coaches really challenge their receivers to get involved in the game, and Joe Adams might not be catching a lot of balls. On the left side of the screen, watch the block on the safety, Craig Lawson, number 6. And also downfield, another one. 2 big blocks on the play. Greg got another one downfield to get another 20 yards on the play.
Here's Tom Ritter with the call.
After further review, the ruling on the field stands. First down, Arkansas.
Toby Hamilton, 60 yards.
You know that officiating crew, they don't want to stand out. They just want to be, invisible out there. And so far, they have been.
94 yards total first half, 60 on the last grab. And it's a first down, Arkansas at the 28-yard line, trailing by 7. Flag is down, and it's going to be a pre-snap flag against Arkansas.
False start, 33. Offense, 5-yard penalty, remains first down.
Well, we've seen both 33s do that so far now, haven't we?
Yeah.
Go in motion and get a little too eager right before the snap.
False start. First down, 15.
He's right on the bottom of your screen. He's just going to jitterbug forward just a half inch.
Childs and Adams are wide to the right.
Just enough. That ain't going to work. That didn't look right, did it?
Brandon Taylor, yep.
Got an all-out blitz that time. John Chavis, a long-time veteran defensive coordinator here in the SEC, third year at LSU, long time at Tennessee. That time went to his infamous bear look. When somebody starts driving on that guy, he goes to his bear look and brings him from the outside.
Loss of 3, second and 18. That one is tipped and incomplete. Intended for Johnson. It'll be third and 18.
Wilson's pass intended for Johnson. 18.
Johnson out. Hamilton on. Hamilton comes near side.
See, there's the bear look again. 3 guys inside with the 2 wing guys coming around. A 5-man look.
That's Brooks at the top. He's dropping back. Wilson goes deep. Is it caught? I believe it is. Yes, Chris Gregg.
And roughing the passer on top of it.
Pass is complete.
Watch the middle linebacker come this time as the 4th passer. Not picked up at all. A total bust by Arkansas, and Wilson stands right in there and takes it. I'm telling you, football people, if you have a quarterback that knows that's coming and takes it in the chin like that.
The ruling on the field is a catch. Then we had a personal foul, roughing the passer, number 22. Contact above the shoulder, half the distance to the goal, first down.
Garrick McGee, the offensive coordinator last night, told us that Tyler Wilson has showed his teammates how to be tough. And the only way a quarterback can show how to be tough is to stand in there when he knows he's going to get hit. That was pretty close to me. I have to be honest. It looked like his shoulder was there. It was close, but they're always going to side with that quarterback.
See the graphic. He's been knocked down 60 times. It's a first down. Roderick Green, number 29, gets the handoff. 9 minutes remaining third quarter. And here are the Verizon Red Zone stats for Arkansas. 34 touchdowns. About average. 53 times. 3 wide receivers come near side. Brandon Mitchell is in at quarterback. Brandon Mitchell, number 17, his first snap today, a one-time basketball recruit here at LSU.
He runs that pistol option stuff.
Drops it, hit from behind by Barkevius Mingo.
Boy, Tyler Wilson's got to be staring at his quarterback coach and head coach right now and saying, really? Should have been out to the left side. When you fumble the snap, no one's going to block that guy. It was a rollout or an option to the left. There he is. Says, okay, coach, I'll try to bail you out here.
Third down.
Will they blitz? 3-man line. No.
Nope. Into the end zone, incomplete. Intended for Kobe Hamilton.
Wilson's pass intended for Kobe Hamilton in the end zone. Incomplete. Fourth down.
Slot right down the middle. Good coverage. Matthew on one side. Safety. Taylor on the other side. That ball had to be caught high or nowhere.
And so that brings on Zach Hocker for the season, 17 of 23. Alan D'Apollonio will snap it. Brian Beener is the holder. This is from inside the 20. And the Razorbacks shave part of the lead. Wilson still arguing with Garrick McGee. He might have said stronger than really.
Well, I know quarterbacks have a tendency to yell at their coaches. It doesn't go over well, believe me.
Really?
Here you go, big guy.
And? Wow. And? Right.
You got the job.
And?
Stock options.
Thank you.
John Hancock Mutual Funds. Visit jhfunds.com.
Leadership, excellence, performance. It's what Heisman and Aflac's all about. Aflac, an official partner of the Heisman Trophy.
Cardiology, I don't have the heart. Pulmonary doctor, no cigar. I can't diagnose a simple cold or flu, but if your engine's got a cough, I know what to do. Give it 6 of these and wash it down with this. A new air filter ought to help it catch its breath. Now, but know how. No, but know how.
The Home Depot SEC on CBS is sponsored by Coca-Cola Zero. Sherlock Holmes, A Game of Shadows. AT&T. And by Red Lobster. 21-17 now, the field goal set up by the 60-yard pass and catch from Kobe Hamilton. Now Red Lobster presents today's Scholar Athlete. Our choice, Dylan Breeding, the Arkansas punter. You can see, among other highlights in the summer, he went on a mission trip to Guatemala. Red Lobster's commitment to the investment of our future is shown today by donating $1,000 to the University of Arkansas's General Scholarship Fund. One-time walk-on out of Hoover, Alabama. No offer from the University of Alabama, and he walked on at Arkansas. Now,
For the Razorbacks,
Beckham and Ron Brooks are the deep men.
Odell Beckham Jr. Deep for the Tigers.
Zach Hawker to kick off. So the touchback will bring it out to the 20, and time now to bring the Duck back on one more time and give you the answer to the trivia question. When was the only other time one conference had the top 3 teams in the AP poll, obviously pre-BCS? 1971. Nebraska, Oklahoma, and Colorado. That was the final poll of the year. That was the year, of course, of that classic game on Thanksgiving afternoon, Nebraska and Oklahoma. Michael Ford is the running back now alongside Jordan Jefferson. Jefferson has gone the distance. We've not seen his fellow senior Jarrett Lee for one play from scrimmage for the option pitch. That looked like overtime against Alabama, didn't it?
Yes, it's been effective all day, and Jordan Jefferson has done more than just the option. Started out a little shaky. Arkansas got to him, but I think this face mask really kind of took the pressure off Jordan Jefferson and got him on that first touchdown drive. Since then, he's been good until that last interception on the last drive.
And LSU now with a 2nd down and 6.
I mean, LSU 6 turnovers all year. 2 today for 10 points.
Right side. Ford to the 30. That should move the chain.
Well, we talked about Tyrann Mathieu for LSU making plays. Tremaine Thomas has had a good football game for Arkansas. Remember, he forced the fumble early. Taking a blow on this series after that interception on the last series. Kind of curious of why he wasn't in there.
Kenny Hilliard and Stampley in the I formation now. Hilliard follows Stampley's block and then crawls on his back out to the 35-yard line. Let's go to the studio now for this Heisman Watch presented by Nissan. Here's Tim Brando.
Okay, Vern, Case Keenum threw for 457 and 5 touchdowns. The number 8 Houston earned a spot in the CUSA Championship, still in the hunt for a BCS bowl bid. Meanwhile, tomorrow afternoon, Trent Richardson in Alabama will be playing in the Iron Bowl. And, of course, Stanford will take out Notre Dame with an outside shot at a BCS bowl berth. Back to you.
All right, Tim, 2nd down and 5 here. There's the toss. Hilliard again. And nothing doing this time is Eric Bennett, number 14. And Darius Winston were the first ones there. And let's check in with Tracy Wilson.
Well, guys, you were mentioning Tremaine Thomas. He just remains on the sideline. It looks as though he's waiting to go back in, but he was getting oxygen earlier while they were sitting around with the defense. No other word. Again, we know that Arkansas gives no information, so just something to keep an eye on, guys.
All right. Just noticed that T-Bob Hebert is in at right guard now. Lonergan also in there with Blackwell. T-Bob, one of the seniors. Jefferson, and that will be very close for the first down. It's going to be marked short.
It is.
Yeah.
Willie Robinson, defensive coordinator, brought 6, meaning it was man-to-man on the play. Jefferson sees 6 coming, throws the quick out, tackle, and the spot. I thought at first he put his foot on the line, and then he switched it. Still short, though.
A smidgen.
I thought he put his foot right on the 40-yard line to begin. Let me watch the official right here that makes the call. I think it was the proper spot, though, just ahead of the line. Now, what will Les Miles do?
Well, guess what? In part, he earned his reputation as the Mad Hatter because he went for it on fourth down, most memorably 5 times, successful 5 in a primetime game against Florida in 07. This year, they've only gone for it 4 out of 5 times, or successfully 4 of 5, and will he? Apparently he will.
Well, the way Arkansas moved the ball last time, I think he wants to keep the football here. And if you can't make 2 inches.
So it's Jefferson. Quarterback sneak, flag is down. Whoa.
Jefferson carry.
I think that Arkansas might have been in the neutral zone there. Might have been. Was there movement?
Offside. Defense. 5-yard penalty. The yardage results in a first down.
Yeah, I think in the neutral zone before the snap.
Penalized 5 yards. Offsides. First down for the Tigers.
Marius Wright just a little bit too anxious trying to stop that one.
Yeah, I saw T-Bob Hebert in the backfield on that play. First down and 10 after the penalty. 21-17, getting late in the third quarter. Number 1 versus number 3. Michael Ford.
Oh, boy.
Foot race. Knocked out of bounds inside the 10.
There's 2 second-level players that need to clean up this play for Arkansas. They both miss. Everybody squeezes down, but watch. Tenarius Wright substitute that time. Elton Ford is the guy that doesn't make the play. Now you wonder, I mean, Wright's having a pretty good game here. Squeeze down. The safety does not take the proper angle and just kind of slips. Watch it. Everybody squeezes for Arkansas. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. But this guy has to clean it up. Bad angle, gets caught inside, and that's the reason it takes a 3-yard gain into a huge gain.
A 49-yard effort and a first down and goal from the 6. Backs in the eye. Hilliard to the 5.
Kenny Hilliard carry.
I mean, you got Tremaine Thomas better be so gassed. There's got to be a reason. I mean, you give him a rest like that, well, that can cost you the game.
Second down goal.
Back on the field now.
One bad angle, and all of a sudden, it's first and goal.
It's Stampley and Hilliard. Hilliard, the running back, behind Stampley. The toss, Hilliard at the 5, driven down at the 4. Jerry Franklin, the middle linebacker, filling the gap.
Yeah, really
and making the stop.
Real interesting call here right now. If you're Greg Stradrawa, Les Miles, Steve Craigthorne, do you go option? Do you roll out and allow Jordan Jefferson the ability to run or throw? Remember, he scored that option touchdown against Tennessee. So many different options, I mean, different plays they could use.
James Wright is the wide receiver to the left, top of the screen, out of the spread. Snap good. Here's Jefferson. Fires it. Incomplete. Intended for Ruben Randall.
Jefferson's pass intended for Ruben Randall. Incomplete.
Middle. Ball is thrown. It was actually Tremaine Thomas was the only guy that defended it, forced to throw a little wider on the play.
And so LSU will try and counter the field goal just authored by.
That's a big stop for Arkansas.
Indeed. Here's for the season, Alemont, 14 of 16. This is from 21 yards out. And we're back to the 7-point margin with which we started the third quarter. 2 minutes and 14 seconds to go in the third. It's LSU 24-17.
When I grill lobster, I make sure it's a melt-in-your-mouth kind of experience.
The wood fires up the grill a little bit hotter, so you really get a good sear, and it locks in the juices. Surf and turf. You can't go wrong.
Don't miss Red Lobster's Surf and Turf event. Choose from 3 grill combinations all under $20, like our Maine lobster with peppercorn sirloin, or our new bacon-wrapped shrimp with blue cheese sirloin for $14.99.
I think the guests are going to take a bite and be like, oh man, this is so awesome.
I'm Grill Master John Mazzani.
I'm Grill Master Adriana Hollis.
And we see food differently.
It's so nice to spend time just you and me.
I know. This is great.
You know, I feel like... Did you just check the game on your phone?
What? No. What am I, like some kind of summoner who can just summon footage to his phone like that? Come on.
I guess I'm just a little oversensitive. It's just that you and
Yes.
Only AT&T's network lets your iPhone download 3 times faster. AT&T.
It's positive.
Positive.
We're going to have a baby.
Now, when I was a little boy, at the age of 5, I had something in my pocket.
The 4-door sports car. We're gonna have a baby. Nissan Maxima. Innovation for daddy.
We're gonna have a baby.
Innovation for all.
They're watching you.
I'm a sucker for surveillance.
Shouldn't you be watching them?
Please stop bad things from happening to good people.
Person of Interest, back-to-back episode, CBS Sunday.
And go behind the scenes of LSU basketball.
Tyler Wilson, the junior quarterback on the Arkansas sideline. The last possession, take a look at this roughing the passer call on Ryan Baker. And all of a sudden, Brandon Mitchell came in on a critical play, big mix-up. Wilson on the sideline. Let's go down to Tracy Wilson.
Well, guys, I don't know if this is why they put Mitchell in for that play on the last drive, but it looks like Tyler Wilson is bothered by a neck stinger. He came off during that drive, was moving his neck around, and then here on the sideline, a trainer came over, massaged it a bit. We talked about his toughness, though, so do not expect this to keep him out, guys.
All right, Trace. James Hairston will kick off. And that'll come out to the 20.
First down, 20-yard line.
Don't forget, later in the game, the play of the game presented by Napa Auto Parts. Got a few choices.
There are. Right now, that 92-yard punt return seems to be the lead in the house, doesn't it?
I think so. That is the difference in the score right now.
Now, Arkansas has run the ball 23 times and passed it just 16. Will they go away from that kind of, so far, their balance of how they're running and passing? Will they run more, pass more now?
Well, Wilson will throw on first down. He's under pressure. He will not throw on first down. Sam Montgomery, the defensive end. That's his 8th sack of the year.
Yeah. Good job in the secondary that time. Play action pass. Really nowhere to go with the football. Sam Montgomery, there, look at that. Where would you throw the ball? I don't see anybody open. By the time he tries to go to the next one, big 99 comes inside to Tyler Wilson and forces the sack.
That's the 3rd sack of the afternoon. A loss of 8, second down and 18.
This is where Brooks makes his plays, right here.
And he comes. But the play is away from him. He still gets there, didn't he? In pursuit, Ron Brooks, and the tackle made at the 16-yard line.
Brooks. And kicking and goal.
It's that 3-man package that John Chavis loves with Ron Brooks in the game. He told us last night that he's an extremely gifted athlete, and he's learning the system more and more.
3rd and 13. Left side, caught by Johnson. hit by Baker, and then help arrives. It'll be 4th down.
This almost appeared that this ball was going to Johnson right from the get-go. I'm wondering if Tyler Wilson's neck is bothering him a little bit more than we think, because there was not even a look downfield.
Deep for the Tigers, number 7.
Here we go.
Tyrann Mathieu.
And on 4th down, Dylan Breeding, number 14, had a 70-yard punt earlier, but he also had one returned 92 yards by Tyrann Mathieu. This will bounce in front of Mathieu, hops right to it. And he takes it across the 50 to the 45.
He's so aggressive. Remember the first one of the game when he fielded on the 1-yard line? Then he has the punt return, and even there, that was a 20-yard difference.
We've reached the end of 3 with the score, LSU 24-17. We'll return right after this word from your local station.
With a new 285-horsepower Pentastar V6 engine, it's game over for would-be contenders. The 2012 Jeep Wrangler Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 Edition, the toughest vehicle in the world. Any world.
This year, CBS brings you Joy and Alessandra, Adriana, Candace, Chanel, and Miranda. The Victoria's Secret Fashion Show, CBS Tuesday.
Don't miss CSI New York. Tonight, only CBS. The Stella Artois Chalice celebrates the beer. And now the can celebrates the chalice. The Stella Artois Chalice can.
And it's 4:30 in the morning. What are you doing, Mom?
Honey, it's early.
Where are you going?
It's Black Friday. This is my special day.
Yeah, where are you shopping at? Where are you gonna go shopping?
You'll be very happy.
Mom.
I am an awesome mom.
Mom, just tell me, where you just focus on my presents first. Oh, I hope I get something good.
Sports Authority, all things sporting good.
Beauty, huh? It's dependable, long-lasting too.
Yeah, I could really use this Silverado. I'm a big hunter.
Oh, what do you hunt?
Deer, fish.
Fantastic.
This holiday, Chevy's giving more. Now, qualified buyers can get 0% APR for 72 months on the 2011 Chevy Silverado plus $500 bonus cash. Or 0% APR financing for 60 months plus no monthly payments until spring. Visit ChevyDealer.com.
Problem solved at CBSPhilly.com/3 on your side.
Matthew's going to take it in, a chance to run. Near side, 10, 15. He's got a chance, needs a block. He's in midfield. He's going to take it to the house. 30, 25, 15, 10, 5. See ya, 91 yards.
That punt return for the touchdown, the difference in the ball game as we get set for the beginning of quarter number 4. LSU with the first down at the 45-yard line. Jordan Jefferson has gone the distance in this ball game. Ruben Randall, bottom of the screen. Russell Shepard is in the slot. And on first down, the blitz coming from Arkansas. They keep it on the ground, and a nice run inside the 40 as we run the first play. Vern Lundquist, Gary Danielson, impressions.
Well, LSU's 15 minutes away probably from playing for the national championship, okay? But both teams are good in the fourth quarter. Arkansas all year, plus 74 points in the fourth quarter. LSU plus 70 points in the fourth quarter. So both of them feel very comfortable.
Second down and 4. Jefferson gives it off, and that ball's moved to the 35-yard line. And let's go back to the studio for a John Hancock update. Here's Tim Brandon.
All right, Vernon, Gary, it may not look like much, but Tyler Hansen's going to take it in from a yard out to give Colorado a 10-0 lead early in the third. What makes it significant is that if they go on to win this game over Utah, UCLA at 6-5 is assured the Pac-12 title game, and they're 6-5 going into the game with USC. Just thought you'd like to know.
Well, of course, and it's also relevant because the Steamboat Springs ski area is open. I'll get there somehow.
Here we go. Quick snap here.
3rd and short. Quarterback keeper. And it appears Jefferson has the first down.
You know what really all year we've seen with LSU is just a different style in how they attack on offense. They're much more patient running the ball with power this year than they've been in the last few years, thus fewer turnovers. Much more under control, much more willing to use their powerful offensive line and run the ball tough.
D'Angelo Peterson, who is the pass receiving tight end, is to the right. They'll run it, keep it on the ground. Michael Ford down to the 30, and he fights for an extra 2 yards.
You know, when you play a lot of different running backs like LSU does, it keeps all of them so fresh right until the end of the year. LSU's running backs look like they got fresh legs to me.
Picked up 7, 2nd down.
That point was made to us that they're almost as fast now as they were back in August.
Right, they don't have those weary legs.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks like Arkansas is coming after him here. No safety in the middle. All 11 players for Arkansas is in the picture right here.
2nd down.
Here they come.
Yes, they do. Jefferson. One-man coverage in the goal line, and it's incomplete. Intended for Randall.
Jefferson's pass aimed at Ruben Randall.
Well, my gosh, so many things can happen as a result of this game. If LSU wins this, they play Georgia in the SEC championship. If Arkansas wins this, then we get into all kinds of convoluted scenarios.
It's going to take us 10 days to figure out if Arkansas.
Well, you said last week it was 3 talk shows. You might go to 7. 3rd down. On the ground. 1st down. Nice run.
Well, you just got to give it to this offensive line. Remember, just a year ago, they ran the ball 39 times against Arkansas for 100 yards. They're just running it right up the middle. That time they followed Josh Williford, just powering, and they're at 180 as we speak.
And Kenny Hilliard, the freshman, Dalton's nephew, has run it 17 times in the ball game. He's going to get another one to the 13-yard line. Tevin Mitchell with the tackle.
We talked about that rededication here at LSU to playing tough football first and running the ball downhill.
Mitchell at high school.
Now Hilliard will get a rest, and Spencer Ware, who relinquished this spot to Hilliard because of his suspension on that one game, tries to get it back.
And now you wonder if this Arkansas defense, because of the difference in plays, it's 60 to 42 plays now, and they're pounding. In the second half, 27 plays for LSU, just 11 in the second half for Arkansas.
2nd down and 3 at the 7. Spencer Ware still in at running back, and D'Angelo Peterson tight to the right side. Russell Shepard, whoa, he saw something. And so the slot receiver out on the right side, and Jefferson said, what? What?
Timeout. LSU has their first charge timeout of this half.
Timeout LSU.
So Shepard calls the timeout. Les Miles in his 7th year. Bobby Petrino in his 4th.
Mr. Holmes, I have a feeling you're in danger.
Oh, how I've missed you, Holmes.
we know my methods. Shall we get to work? What? I agree, it's not my best disguise.
Sherlock Holmes.
I'm on my honeymoon!
In theaters December 16th.
Last Thanksgiving, about 2 million people tried to deep fat fry their turkey. 15 succeeded in setting their houses on fire. At Christmas, there was a lot of driving over the river and through the woods and a little bit of skidding on the ice and taking out Grandma's garage door. So while you're celebrating, Allstate will be standing by. Trouble never takes the holiday. Neither should your insurance. That's Allstate, Stan. Are you in good hands?
LG Cinema 3D glasses are sensibly priced. For more fun, with more friends. Experience the next generation 3D TV. LG Cinema 3D. More people, more fun. Conventional 3D glasses need recharging regularly. Still missing the 3D action? Introducing the next generation 3D TV LG Cinema 3D. Battery-free, hassle-free.
Thanks for making CBS America's most watched network. Booyah!
Thank you. Thanks.
Don't forget the Army-Navy game televised on CBS Saturday, December 10th at 2:30 Eastern Time. This year, it moves to the nation's capital. Will be in Washington, D.C. For Army-Navy, presented by USAA. Well, we asked you earlier the poll question. Should the tiebreaker be decided by the BCS poll? I'm not shocked at this.
No. And they need to fix it before they get embarrassed. Why do you want somebody from Oregon to vote on who the SEC champs are?
Second down. Jefferson looks back. Spencer Ware is the running back.
They're going to run the ball. They're not going to risk a pass.
And Ware keeps churning and churns right on into the end zone. Looked like he was stopped at the 3. Not quite.
It's the same dive play they have been running all game. Wrap big number 74, Josh Williford around. I bet they've run this play 15 times in their 37 runs. The same play.
He got a pretty good shove, didn't he, from Chase Clement, number 88. Here's the extra point from Alemont.
Well, isn't it dive, wrap around, just run off the tight end? Clement gets a block and a push. Gets 2 pluses on that play.
LSU by 14.
Tonight, Dave's got NCIS star Mark Harmon.
You see, you heard it from him, Mr. Television.
Tonight on Dave, People's Choice nominee for favorite late night TV host.
Will our status this weekend be worth updating? What are the to-dos we'll check off and the prices we'll brag about? There are plenty of reasons to resist the snooze button this weekend. And whether we're online or in the aisles, those reasons can be standing in our kitchens and laundry rooms for years to come. More saving, more doing. That's the power of the Home Depot. Update your laundry status too. Right now, this washer or dryer is just $549 each.
Like so many great pioneers before me, guided only by a dream, I'm embarking on a journey of epic proportion. I will travel from sea to shining sea, through amber waves of grain, and I won't stop until I've helped every driver in America save hundreds on car insurance. Well, I'm at the parking lot. That's a good start.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
And now it's time for our Geico game recap.
Arkansas scored first. Tyler Wilson found Jarius Wright for a 13-yard touchdown, 7-0. And then That hit from Tremaine Thomas. The ball popped up. Alonzo Highsmith, 47-yard fumble return for the touchdown. Razorbacks up by 14. Kenny Hilliard, the freshman, got the first touchdown for LSU to cut it to 14-7. And then thus far, I would think the play of the game, 92-yard punt return. Matthew gets blocks from Francois downfield and ran it in from 92. LSU took the lead on Russell Shepard's 9-yard catch. Then an exchange of field goals. The first from Hawker, 29 yards out. Then Alema from 21 yards. That reestablished the 7-point margin. And just a moment ago, Spencer Ware seemingly stopped, kept driving his legs and got in for the touchdown. And so, with 11:04 to go, LSU, number 1 in the country, undefeated, trying to stay that way.
Well, since it was 14-0, it's been 31-3.
Is taken by Marquell Wade, and the Razorbacks will get it at their own 20-yard line.
And if you look at Arkansas's offense and want to know why, no Joe Adams, no Jarius Wright.
Right.
Nothing. No big plays from their two playmakers. LSU has done the job. Joe Adams, 2 catches. Jarius Wright just won the whole game. He tore up Texas A&M.
Right. 13 for 281 in that one. And he's been a non-factor. That one catch was for the touchdown.
And this has been the style by LSU all game. They're keeping a safety 20 yards deep. They're saying, those big 80-yard passes are not happening this year.
That's Craig Waston, number 6, who's the man.
At the snap, he was 25 yards.
Yes, he was. They go deep right side. It's intercepted. Picked off by Morris Claiborne.
Tyler Wilson misread this. He thought he had bump and run, but it was called press bail. You show a press, but then you bail back and look for the fade. Watch the defender turn and run. See, he turns and run before the defender turns and runs. Tyler Wilson did not see the coverage.
Morris Claiborne, many feel he's the best of the defensive backs, maybe in the conference. And he just got his 5th pick of the year.
The finest leather boots are at Big Phil's Boot Sacks.
Try Chick-fil-A's Peppermint Chocolate Chip Milkshake, available only for the holidays.
It's the moment when forever begins. Kay Jewelers presents the ring that lives up to the moment. Neil Lane Bridal. From Hollywood's premier jewelry designer.
Setting has to be perfect. It's where the diamond lives.
Uniquely beautiful, handcrafted rings with diamonds hand-selected by Kay. The newest reason Kay is the #1 jewelry store in America. Neil Lane Bridal. Forever begins here.
Every kiss begins with Kay.
People don't make a list of websites they want to see before they die. They don't fill photo albums with pictures from an online search. It's okay. The internet will be just fine without you. That's why we built the Dodge Journey. It has everything you need to get out there. Somewhere. Anywhere. Think of it as a search engine for the worldwide world.
The Home Depot SEC on CBS is sponsored by Kay Jewelers, Liberty Mutual Insurance, Bud Light, and by Chick-fil-A. There's one of the 93,108, but I'm guessing he did not pay his way in. Just a thought. And Brandon Mitchell, Tyler Wilson chatting with offensive coordinator Garrett McGee. And with less than 11 to go, Michael Ford is the running back. Blitz.
Same play. Hand it off, wrap the guard around, same play.
Off the middle, across midfield.
This time they're going to run the play to the right. They've been running it to the left. Watch this guard. Blackwell wrap around. Usually it's 74. Just a little kick out on the outside right there.
Second down, 8. Jefferson.
It's over.
Touchdown, Jefferson and LSU. He began the season suspended because of his involvement in a bar parking lot fight. Charged initially with a felony, it was reduced to a misdemeanor, and when it was, he was reinstated to the football team. He played behind Jarrett Lee until 3 games ago, and now the comeback appears complete for the senior, Jordan Jefferson.
Jefferson's eyes are going to go right here as he's faking the handoff. He watches the defensive end. Is he going to come down to the middle? Yes, he does. You go and run that play 15 times. On number 16, you keep it, and Russell Shepard got a block downfield to spring him.
38-17. It would appear LSU's heading to the SEC title game.
Dear NFL football, do you know what love is? Love is turning your pickup truck into a pirate ship. Love is cold Bud Light on a crisp afternoon. It's turning a parking space into a party space. Love is loving that every Sunday is our Sunday.
Bud Light, proud to be the official beer sponsor of the NFL. Here we go.
Because love is a beautiful thing.
An accident doesn't have to slow you down. With better car replacement, available only with Liberty Mutual Auto Insurance, if your car's totaled, we give you the money for a car 1 model year newer. To learn more, visit us today. Responsibility. What's your policy?
The president has invoked Ghost Protocol. 4 of us are all that remains of the IMF.
Nothing can be left to chance.
We take her out.
Jump! Nice jets. Wait till you see the car.
Rated PG-13 in theaters and IMAX December 21st.
Sometimes wearing blue is political.
Expect an endorsement.
For the Reagans, it's personal.
Danny couldn't handle losing another brother.
Blue Blood, CBS tonight.
10:09 to go fourth quarter. Jordan Jefferson sitting next to James Wright. Ruben Randall celebrating on the sideline. 48-yard touchdown run. And it's 38-17 with 10:09 to go. That one 5 yards back. How about highlights on the ground for LSU?
When you get stoned for 100 yards rushing in last year's game, you sell it all week to your team that we are going to run the ball to win. And they've done it inside, outside, and with their quarterback, 254.
Kenny Hilliard with 18 carries, a career high of 86. Michael Ford, 7 for 81. Jefferson now 7 for 53, and Spencer Ware. So they've had 178 yards rushing in this half. Ronnie Wingo, number 20. See the wristband?
Well, you know, all those voters can go shopping this weekend now because their votes aren't going to matter.
Right.
It'll be the last vote that we all talk about when they have to publicize exactly who they voted for and whether they're going to go for a rematch or not.
Wilson goes deep right side, tipped away, intended for Kobe Hamilton. Thorold Simon, number 21 and 24 rather, and Brandon Taylor were both there.
When you play that deep safety, and it is reminiscent of the way Florida used to play their safety very deep back in the day when they were winning those championships. Remember that, Florida fans?
Reggie Nelson? Yes. 3rd down, 11. Wilson, 11 of 19. Blitz.
We knew what was going to happen. If the game got out of whack and Arkansas became predictable, as if they were going to throw the ball in this LSU front 8, and I say 8 because they got 8 guys they play up there, knew it was coming, it would be lights out for Arkansas. They had to win 3 phases to even get to phase 4 for an opportunity to win, and they didn't do it.
That's the 4th sack, the 8th tackle for loss today, and the punting unit is on. This is Breeding, and Odell Beckham is back now. Number 33 is going to let it bounce, and it takes a little bit of an Arkansas hop. Comes to rest at the 39-yard line. 50-yard punt.
First down.
And I believe Jarrett Lee is going to come on the field, the senior quarterback from Brenham, Texas. We'll find out when we come back.
Come on, wait for me. There it is. Ah, hurry up. You're heavy. Are you sure these letters will get to Santa? Yes, of course. Hold still. Almost there. A little bit higher. I can't hold up much longer. Hi, fellas. Hi, Virginia. Why are you on the floor? Bring your letter to Santa into Macy's, and we'll donate to the Make-A-Wish Foundation. Together, we'll collect 1,000,000 reasons to believe.
Look, it's okay to take the occasional gamble, as long as it's something like switching from boxers to briefs. But you never roll the dice on your truck. So go with the sure thing, Ford F-150. J.D. Power & Associates just gave F-150 their highest award for initial quality. Add to that the best mix of torque and fuel economy you get with its EcoBoost engine, and your money, baby. This is the future. This is the Ford F-150.
Leadership, excellence, performance. It's what Heisman and Aflac's all about. Aflac, an official partner of the Heisman Trophy.
I think I'm falling. I think I'm falling. I think I'm falling.
This is your moment. This is Zales, the Diamond Store. Take an extra 10% off store-wide now through Sunday.
On a new amazing race. Rally time, baby. Teams put the pedal to the metal to win. A new amazing race, CBS Sunday.
Jordan Jefferson with a big game, leading this LSU Tiger team to a 38-17 senior day. And before the game began, here's the moment when Jefferson was introduced to this crowd of 93,000. Brought up with his mom and dad, his little brother. And how well has he responded today?
And I would not be surprised if he runs a play, they take him out so that he can be cheered by these fans one more time.
And if they do that, they will cheer Jarrett Lee as he comes on. Ware, right side.
Spencer Ware carry across the 40, right side.
Tackle made by Jericho Nelson. Well, Les Miles obviously does not share our flair for the dramatic. He's going to leave him in there.
I don't know. I can kind of look at Jarrett Lee's body language down there. He thought he was going to go in.
I thought so too. He's down all by himself at the...
He was looking at Les. Les was looking at the clock.
Yep. Blitz. Jefferson caught. Randall.
Jefferson's pass complete.
First down. There's Jarrett Lee, fifth-year senior. His story has been well documented too. Had that horrific freshman year as a redshirt with 16 interceptions, 7 returned for TDs, and then took over after Jefferson's suspension this fall and played very, very, very well until he threw the back-to-back interceptions against Alabama.
Les is thinking style points here. He knows there's going to be a vote, and just in case he loses to Georgia, he wants to get this score as big as possible so that he still gets there even with a loss. That's what I think he's thinking. You know, with this victory against Arkansas, that means Les Miles will have a winning record against every team in the SEC except one. Georgia. Loss was when you and Todd did them, the game in 2005.
That's right. Second down and a flag.
I watched it.
Flag on the play.
False start.
False start. Well, the current BCS standings, LSU, they're going to win this.
Right. But right now, he's playing against this guy right here.
Okay. All right. Where he used to coach, by the way. Okay.
From the 41-yard line.
You're wondering why he's throwing the ball. That is the reason. Now, in my opinion, if they beat Georgia, they should have at least, going into the BCS National Championship game, one share of the national championship.
Okay.
They've earned it as the best team in the country throughout the regular season. They have to play Alabama. They should be playing just for the BCS championship.
Well, Gary is alluding to the Associated Press National Championship. AP took themselves out of the BCS a few years ago. Here is Kenny Hilliard. And he's out of bounds at the 25. He already had a career-high 86. He's now gone over 100 yards in this ballgame.
I mean, just think about this. Kenny Hilliard has become a go-to player on the #1 team in the country and would have never got on the field unless Spencer Ware made a big mistake.
Yeah, he got his first opportunity in that game against Auburn and had been practicing all season as a fullback, and that week they moved him to the tailback spot. Still throwing. Randall in the end zone adjusts, and the catch is made out of bounds.
Incomplete.
Trying to feed Reuben Randall to finish off a great game, and if that ball would have been a yard and a half to the right in the field, it would have been a touchdown.
Randall with 9 catches for 134 yards in the ball game today. Now Shepard and James Wright break out wide to the right. Michael Ford is the running back. Quick toss, Shepard. Well, Gary said at the beginning of the broadcast, you felt that Arkansas had to do 4 things effectively.
They only had a chance if they could do 4 things. 1, run the ball. They had 3 straight years over 100. No. Could they stop the run today, keep it 150, 140? No. Could they at least tie or not lose the special teams? No. And that means Tyler Wilson could not be Tyler Wilson.
3rd down. Right side again. Shepard goes up in the air. Well, I don't think there's any doubt that you assess this thing correctly.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, like Steve Spurrier said, like I read his quote, it's the system we have.
Yeah.
You know, I think it needs to be expanded badly. Badly. We need Commissioner Slive a year ago wanted to go to a +1. We've got basically 3 teams alive. At least if we had a +1, we'd have 15 teams alive. College football needs more.
Alamon with the field goal attempt from 37 yards. It's up, and it is good. And it's 41-17 with 5:08 to go. All LSU. They'll face Georgia in Atlanta next week.
Years of toil upon years of training. Of diligent focus. Dedicated strength. Determined will. These are the traits that make a champion. Journey into the heart of greatness at any one of this year's SEC championships.
Please welcome Dustin Johnson.
Well, he's part of that new group. He's an all-around athlete. He's built a perfect swing. He can crush a ball.
It's amazing.
It's a ball country mountain. Incredible.
It's his time now.
Don't miss the all-time holiday classic in high definition.
Rudolph Full Power.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, CBS Tuesday.
It seems oh so long ago, but at one point, Arkansas led this game 14-0. And now it's time for the play of the game presented by Napa Auto Parts with the call Jim Hawthorne of the LSU Radio Network.
There is the snap. There's the kick. An end-over-ender, and Matthews going to take it in, a chance to run. Near side, 10, 15. He's at the 20, still on his feet, 25, 30, 35. He's got a chance, needs a block. He's in midfield. He's going to take it to the house. 30, 25, 15, 10, 5. See ya. 91 yards.
And that tied it up at 14 all. Since it was 14-0, LSU has outscored Bobby Petrino's team 41-3.
Listen, you never know for sure, but it looked like Petrino was pointing over to Les and saying, and Bobby's a very competitive guy. You could tell by the way he answered Tracy at the half.
Right,
And he was pointing over like, well, great. But you know what, Bobby? You got a chance to win a national championship, and because all this crazy voting goes on, you cannot blame Les Miles for doing it. Until they change the system, that's what you're going to get.
Markel Wade. Well, in the meantime, of course, there's an Alabama-Auburn game tomorrow. If Alabama were to prevail in that one, it would have an interesting outcome, would it not? I mean, the ramifications.
Prior to that game, I asked both Les and Nick. I said, are you willing to, say, hey, best man wins and no rematch? And they both said no. The LSU fan base believes there's only one team in the country that can beat us, Alabama. And they may have to play them again.
And Alabama, of course, with this LSU victory, will not qualify for the SEC title game. There's a pass to Jarius Wright out of bounds.
Wilson's pass. Complete. Lost it.
And here was Les Miles. Well, we're up. Okay. This is the system we have. So we kick a field goal to make it 41-17. And as Gary points out, they're playing Oklahoma State. Here's Wilson down in the BCS.
Yeah, and then the comparison also, there was a projection by one of the BCS gurus that if LSU lost, and this was a projection by one of those guys that study the computers, that it could be Alabama versus Oklahoma State. So I think Les is saying, all right, Alabama, you did a nice job against Arkansas, but not as good as we did against Arkansas.
Second down. Left side, it's caught. That's Joe Adams. But Adams and Wright have not been factors today.
Joe Adams.
Clock stop with 4:03 to go. And with LSU and Georgia meeting, this is all hard to fathom. LSU's reward for winning this is a spot in the SEC championship game against a very, very good Georgia team. There's a fumble picked off by Matthew. Boy, does he know how to do that well. Tyrann Mathieu looks for blocking help.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you can hear the announcer, it's like we're watching a show here.
Don Bornay is the public address announcer. The Honey Badger.
He rips it and he catches it.
He was on the endangered species list for about a month, but he takes what he wants. And Jarrett Lee is in at quarterback. First down 10, 3:34 to go.
And I kid you not, LSU believes they'll have a better team next year than this year. Zach Mettenberger is going to be their quarterback, transfer from Georgia. And they feel their young freshmen and sophomores will be bigger and stronger and faster next year.
Thomas made the tackle.
Second down. Well, 7 tackles, 2 forced fumbles, 1 fumble recovery, and a 92-yard punt return for a touchdown.
28-yard punt.
Odell Beckham heads out to the right side. Michael Ford.
Michael Ford straight ahead.
And we invite you to stay tuned for the Jeep postgame show. That's next on CBS. Head back to our New York studios. By the way, Royalty in the house today. You saw him at halftime.
Archie?
Archie's here.
Yep, Cooper was with him.
His oldest son, Cooper. And his grandson, Arch Manning. Right.
But just to give you an example, most people follow this. Alabama 38-14. LSU comparatively now 41-17. Now, if you don't think Les had that in mind on that drive, then you don't know college football.
And LSU is going to complete the regular season and the SEC with an unblemished record.
Yeah,
that's going to be a first down.
Successful season, though, again for Bobby Petrino. As Les stares up at the clock, he knows he's got this one on senior day. Let's give Bobby his due. Kept his team. He's lost to the 2 best teams in the country.
And, of course, a team touched by tragedy, that is Arkansas, when Garrett Ekman, their second-team tight end, was found dead in his dorm room last Sunday. And this team has to go back now to Fayetteville and then go to the funeral service on Monday. Danny and Michelle Ekman and Garrett's sister, Megan, have been surrounded by love by this Arkansas family throughout this week.
Across the 20-yard line.
Well, how has LSU fared in the SEC championship game? They beat Tennessee in 01. They beat Georgia in 03. And they lost to Georgia last time they met in 05.
And just as a note for LSU fans, the first time in their history, their rich history, they've gone undefeated 8-0 in the SEC.
This, as we pointed out at the very beginning, is the first time number 1 has met number 3 in Tiger Stadium, believe it or not, since 1959. There's the victory formation. That was the classic LSU victory over Ole Miss. Billy Cannon's 89-yard punt return. And this one is in the books. Jordan Jefferson, Les Miles, Michael Bonnet, Associate Athletic Director for Media Relations, alongside. That is a brief handshake offered by Bobby Petrino.
Right. Well, they'll play again, right? Next year. Sign me up for that one right now, okay?
And let's go down live to Tracy, who's with Les Miles.
Coach, congratulations. You defeat the number 3 team in the country, remain undefeated.
The first time you played a number 3 team, too.
And you secure place in the SEC championship, and your hopes are alive still for the national championship. What can you say about this team's performance, not only all year, but especially tonight?
This team has it. They come to these games to make big-time plays. The opportunity to do that is something they take very seriously. They're committed to this team. Down 14, they never flinched.
Was there a thought at all about style points for you?
No, not at all. We were just trying to figure out when we should take a knee.
How about Jordan Jefferson and just the turnaround he's made this season to lead your team and the performance he had tonight?
He has come. You know, it's just been a growing season for him, certainly. We've enjoyed his leadership, and he's the kind of guy that will play best in the next 2 games.
Congratulations. We'll see you in Atlanta.
I promise.
How about that? The next 2 games.
Jordan Jefferson, 18 of 29 for 208. He's one of several candidates that could have been named player of the game. 41-17 for Gary Danielson and Tracy Wolf. Vern Lundquist saying so long.